button hit.
I'm trying to roll my new HP, and it is not wanting to on D&D Beyond. This is rude.
It should do it automatically. It should update when you level up because it has your class and it knows your dice. You could just roll it here and
And then just do a
the manual, yeah.
just for
Alright,
this session. So it'll be what am I? I get
how do I
4d10.
add a level?
So you would have to go back to your character builder where you change your character's name, and under the class menu for that, you can add a level in whatever class.
Okay.
Make sure that you choose whatever like rank ups and stuff are associated with that. Most characters don't get anything at level 4, but depending
Well,
on your
I got an
class.
ability score improvement.
Okay, yeah.
Go
Yeah,
for
so did I.
that's a normal thing. No, the thing is be careful with your ASI choices. Be careful with your feat choices, and also don't forget to watch out for your prerequisites on your feats.
Yeah, for my feet, I took Final Stand.
Okay, then yeah, you're fine then.
Let's see.
You don't have to tell me anything. I just want to make sure that you don't forget to always double check your feats. Make sure you meet the prerequisites because sometimes if you don't meet those, depending on your DM, they'll just go yeah, no.
I'm not that mean. And you have to
Hey,
meet the
all I'm
minimum
saying is,
standards, but
if I'm a
like
gnome and I take dragon breath, I'm just saying.
I
I took
mean, yeah, you still have to meet the
beginning
minimum
of the
requirements, but some of the
for
minimum
level
requirements
4.
are stupid.
Hang on, for level 4, it says I can take 2 ability score improvements, or I can take an optional feat if the optional feat rule is in place. Is that what we're
Yeah.
using or no?
Yes. Optional feat should be in place unless DM states otherwise.
I don't see why not. I mean, you just got a feat. I'd go with the ability improvements, but that's just me. If you want another
Honestly,
feat, you could do it.
honestly.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to make sure, just because of the fact that we
Because it
did
says
that
if
at
the DM allows it,
level
yeah.
4, level 8, level 12, level 16, and level 19. So I just
Yeah.
want to know for the future.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
In
I
normal
mean,
D&D, when you get those ASIs or ability score improvements, it's usually you can choose the ability score improvement or choose a feat if you don't want to do the ability improvement. That's how it normally is in normal D&D, unless the DM states otherwise at beginning of sessions or beginning of campaign that it does a bit differently. Then normally it usually runs the same.
also, on the flip side of that coin, feats are things that you normally can already do. They just make you really good at it, usually.
Hmm. Yeah, like mounted combat. Technically, we could all do mounted combat. We're just not proficient in it until we get
Yeah,
to
or
it.
like some of the homebrew ones for like tackling or whatever, anybody can tackle. It's just a shove action
Yeah,
under the melee.
Yeah.
anyone can grapple. It's just with the grappler feat, it allows you to attack while you're in the grapple.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it just makes you really good at it, or improves the action economy, which is already atrocious in this game.
Oh my god, don't
Mm-hmm.
get me started with the action economy. There are so many action economies being added and removed in current D&D meta that it's just like,
Well,
oh
and with the
god,
merger of the two
frustrating to
companies, it's
people.
gonna be a mess for a while.
I know. It's like what? Right now, there's at least 30 different considered actions you can do in one turn, and that's from beginning to end, not like just action alone. But like from the beginning stuff to the end stuff, there should be roughly about 30 or so different things different combinations you can do or so inside of that thing alone, without
Yeah.
other stuff added on.
Yeah, that's
So
not
yeah,
even including the stuff that's
was there
specific to any
any
class.
long
It's
rest
just the stuff anybody
because
can do. Long rests are always in between sessions, so
okay, I was gonna say because I'm not at full HP according to my
Yeah.
character sheet.
Oh yeah. Long rests are always in between session, or stated by DM, as well as short rests.
unless I say otherwise.
All right, cool.
Sometimes there might be a case where like I need you guys to be tired because immersion, but
Yeah. Or
otherwise.
or the occasion time where DM feels nice and goes, okay, well you guys are sitting here, you guys are allowed to take a short rest. Because we just got out of a really fierce battle.
Or also the flip side, I also use that as story elements sometimes. So keep in mind whenever I do that, be aware of the passage of time in this game. I know that's hard for you guys because I doubt anybody takes notes. But right now, it's only been
A week and a
uh,
half since we
it's
officially
And a
left
half or so
right.
since we.
It's been like a
Yeah.
week and a half in the game, And there are going to be situations where no time is going to pass at
Yeah.
all.
Well, officially since this session, it's officially been a week and a half in game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept count. I've kept count, Lyric. I've
So
kept count for
I
you.
I have I
Keeping
have
the
posted
vague.
a calendar. I encourage you to use it to keep track of,
No,
the
I have. That's why it's like.
Wait,
That's why I know
is that what that was
how
for?
much we've done. I kept
Sorry,
count
what
for
was
Is
that,
you.
that
Owen?
what that was for?
That's what that was for this whole time? I thought it was just a calendar of when we were having sessions. I never
Uh-uh.
even checked that.
No, no, that is the homebrew calendar for the world that you guys are in. That actually is the like the yearly calendar that I will be using to run your sessions. That will have I have separate calendars for weather for all the different biome types. I have separate calendars for holidays and religious events and things depending on at what stage you guys go through the campaign, what the towns and things you're going through will be doing. Um, and there are some areas of the world, depending on where you guys get through the plot, that will have no time, and you have to figure out why. So that's why I'm giving you a heads up, like pay attention to the passage of time. If
Oh,
I tell you that you can't do
just
a
out of
long rest,
curiosity.
it's because nothing happened.
Just out of
Things have
curiosity.
not really happened.
Are we able to escape said frozen time zone?
That's a case by case thing. That depends on how you guys approach the situation once you find out that you don't experience any loss of time
Because
or
In other
okay,
advancement
okay,
of
words,
but
time.
lyric,
in
I'm
other words, that's for
stupid.
Lyric to know and for us to find out.
See, that's what I'm worried about right now. Is that because of how what's the word empty-headed we are about situations really quickly, we have no clue if we can escape from this. We might just die in there because we're all gung ho to fight that day.
Well, that's a while yet. I mean, you guys haven't even gotten to like the fifth town yet. If you've even gotten to the third town yet, I don't actually
I don't think
remember
so.
how many we've been to. And
Yeah.
you guys have been doing this campaign for 2 months now, and we're only 7 days in. So,
Yeah.
We're only 7 days in. We do this for 2 months, and we've only been to two towns. And technically, we are still technically at the starting town.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, or the surrounding area behind it. So, um,
It's a time.
yeah, and
I
it's
love it how we just somehow removed the starting town, and threw it at a different town.
Just
and
no,
that's
not
not a
really.
judgment or anything either, so don't misunderstand my tone there. It's just an observation of like, damn, this is so different from the
No,
last time I ran this campaign where like they were in the 12th town by like the third session.
yeah, no, it's completely understandable, but it's just like, holy shit! Talk about a 180 from what you usually do.
Yeah. I'm actually
And we're
enjoying
gonna go
being able to like
explore.
immerse you guys
Nah,
in the area and everything. So,
we're gonna go explore. Nah, we gonna sit down and stay here. And that's what we gonna do. Alrighty, so how you wanna get session started?
yeah, so what did you guys decide to do? Were you like discussing which bounty you were going to go to? You went back to the inn. I remember that because the gnome tavern keep made you a deal with Avery. So, I
Mm-hmm.
remember you guys went back to the inn. So, let's just start session the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody went to bed
Okay.
and you guys are all coming down to uh like the mess area so that you guys can catch breakfast or brunch or whatever.
Hey, nice job, Lyric. You left off right where you started off right where we left off last session. We all
Okay.
literally did. We all literally went to the inn to sleep. So yeah, no, good job on that one. Remembering that part.
Nice.
Yeah, except this says that it's 4 p.m. So
It was a long nap. Okay, we were tired.
you guys did a lot yesterday. You did 3 bounties technically. So
It was
uh
busy.
We went to three different bounties. Two of them had to be so weird.
Complicated.
No,
Oh yeah,
just
remind me.
weird.
Why did I have to roll a d20 again?
Oh, Alice, roll your d20.
did. It was a 6.
I did.
It
I
was a
got a
6?
6.
Oh,
Yeah, it
neither
was
of you
about
got it
time.
then. Okay.
Yeah.
So I realized that you guys haven't been like investigating enough things to find any of the cards that I will be expanding very soon. I plan to take like at least, excuse me, a day this upcoming week to do like D&D stream like revamp and expansion things. So I'm going to be adding to the Streamloots cards, and I'm also going to be giving the stream the facelift I've been talking about for a while. Uh, but the reason why, and a couple of other things too, but the reason why I had you guys roll the d20 is because since you guys aren't investigating enough things, you're mostly just talking to each other, which is great, that's fine. But I want to give you more opportunities to find cards. So at the end of sessions, I've been having you guys roll a d20, and if you get the same number that I get, you get a card.
These are the shenanigan cards.
Yes.
No,
No, no, no, no,
shenanigans
no.
are something different.
No.
These are the Streamloots cards.
Oh
So
yeah.
So there are two like homebrew systems that you guys can interact with in the world. One of them,
Do you remember
um,
the card Sono Rip that originally split us all up? That card.
Want to give us more of those.
yes,
Don't worry, she gave me one.
I want to give you more of those, and REA has one as well. So
Oh.
so so the Streamloots cards are I have a system set up for whenever I stream called Streamloots that lets you buy these card packs that you can redeem on the stream, and they do different things. You get 3 cards
Oh
for
shit.
$1.99. Um, but since you guys are playing the game instead of, watching the stream or whatever, I don't want you to feel obligated to contribute. And so I made it so that you guys can also find those cards in the game. So if a viewer redeems a card, it happens immediately. Luckily for you guys, I don't have a very popular stream. But so you guys can also get those same cards just by interacting with the worlds without having to spend any money on the stream or anything like that. So if you play, you can find those like randomly throughout like different situations. You can find them like if you guys like go and take out like a bandit troop and you um like you investigate their
Oh, that was
bodies, or you find a chest of stolen goods or whatever that's in the cave that they were camped out in, or whatever the scenario is, you can find them
unique to
randomly.
around like the OG Pokemon when everyone said you could find a Master Ball in one of the bins on the SSN.
Something like that, yeah. So you can find those. You can also find shenanigans by just, putzing around as well. Uh, so one of the systems breaks the fourth wall, one of the systems doesn't break the fourth wall. They're both like basically direct ways to interact with your DM as a player. But that's the difference between the Streamloots cards and the shenanigans. So the thing with the Streamloots cards is that um, it's just a card that you pick up that like your character finds, and you don't know what it does until you tear it, which is how you redeem the magic of the card. Um, but
We're
you
splitting up the party
but you
again.
do
I
you
swear
do
to God, you
know
better not.
you do know the rarity of the card. So
Yeah.
there's a channel that has the rarities listed and everything, so you can go and look at what the different cards do. And I'm going to be expanding those soon, so you'll be able to have more options. Some of them will be a little more useful, but the effect on the card is random. So depending on what card you get, like the rarity of it, will determine basically what you get. Like the mythical cards, for example, there's only 3 of them right now. So,
Hey,
um,
can I rip my one mythic card? No.
I said, don't do it now. Don't.
so there's only three
Here,
of them right now. So,
let me roll that D3. No.
so basically, you get a D3, and whatever order they were posted in is what determines which one it is. So, um, that's kind of how that's determined right now. And so once I expand it, like if I add 3 more, then it'll be like a D6 or whatever. Um, they cannot be used on boss fights. or like plot heavy boss fights anyway.
No.
But
Oh
I
yeah,
hope
I
that
bet.
I hope that
You can
explains.
rip yours.
But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the session. So you guys are waking up. It's 4 p.m. and it is the next day um, from whenever you guys did all of those little bounties and things. So I will give you your weather update in just a second.
Just in the inn. Alexa, what is the weather today?
And remember,
Get it right. Google.
you still have this that Fee gave you. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Lyric, did you see the message I sent you?
I have not checked it yet, but I did see the little ping. I talk with my hands, so I don't always look at things right away.
You're fine. It's understandable. I do it too. It took me until I learned speech and debate that I stopped using my hands so often. Would you be so kind as to send them over to me so I could put them into my inventory so that I know what we have? Since he happened to just happily, you know.
Do what he did? Yeah. Must be Italian. Okay.
Bapa da boopy.
Hey, I'm
Got the
walking
boot.
here.
I'm gonna tell you just how I would tell an Italian mechanic, okay? You're breaking your
You can
mother's
say that on
heart.
Oh, never mind. You can say that on Twitch.
I'm sorry. What do you think I was gonna say? Alice?
Hey, forget about it. Forget about it.
Forget about it. No, I'm sorry. Ma! Ma! Why did you tell me? Ma! I'm sorry. I'll take care of it. Call me Chrissy now.
Darak, I need you to take care of him.
I'm in waste management.
I'm gonna make him an offer that he can't refuse.
Holy
Also,
shit.
I'm
Okay,
pretty sure this
thank
is
you.
pinned, but this is just a reminder that this is the surrounding area. You guys are in the city of Macking right now.
Ooh,
Thank you very much, Lyric. That
it's
helped
making
me.
me hungry.
I hope you don't
Okay,
mind
just
that
for
it's a
that.
screenshot instead of
No,
copy
that's
paste.
absolutely fine. Just for that, Alice, I'm about to ask you to leave the party. You've been banned for the session for the day.
Also,
Goodbye, everybody.
He's
speaking of
gone.
Atlas, while you guys are wandering around doing things, Atlas, remember the thing that you found outside of Tupamir.
Oh yeah.
Oh shoot.
There's a gun.
Be mindful
I
of
also
that.
Uh huh.
I put all of these together in a master document, and then I lost the master document, so now I just open the little documents by themselves.
Little document.
You for gore.
Oh yes. It is lost to eternity. But yes, I remember the thing that I found outside of to the, out of the place that begins with a T.
Okay, hold on a second.
Tupamir.
Let's take a deep breath and then try again.
Superman?
Yeah,
There you go.
Superman?
Tupamir.
Yeah. TB. That's it from now on. Just actually no, that sounds bad. TB's a disease. Never mind. Superman, it is.
Yeah, so in case you guys were wondering, today is the 21st, not the first, um,
25th.
of Monab is the day of the week. That is the equivalent of Saturday, and the month is Suffet.
Stop it.
What a good name, honestly. Like, what a
Yeah.
Um,
I'm just waiting for the day that Lyric decides to use all consonants in one name.
that's just when it becomes Welsh.
yeah, basically, yeah.
I know, right? With the name Kelp. Yeah. Kelmp. Kelp. Yeah, that's a Welsh name.
Oh yeah.
So, you guys, there is a meteorological event tonight.
Oh.
Ooh.
Falling stars or stars of death?
Neither, actually. It's a moon phase.
Oh, so no tide? No tide or high tide?
Well,
Yeah. Now,
well,
when the person who knows asks you the right question.
it's a waning crescent, so.
It's a waning crescent, so that'll be a solar tide.
I
No,
need to
no.
count here.
I wouldn't really know that one, but
Okay, and
what do you think?
today is kind of temperate temperatures. Almost no wind at all.
Okay.
Oh, so you're telling me that the stink of the city is going to linger?
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
this is a port town with a lot of human trafficking. That means it's gonna stink.
I'm just gonna get my Fahrenheit to actual.
63 degrees Fahrenheit, a low's 46, and the wind is 4. Woo!
Ooh, you guys are
Okay,
approaching a very interesting weather event, though.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's gonna be an interesting time.
It's a few days out, though, so probably a couple weeks in real life for you guys.
Okay, okay.
If y'all need to know that in Celsius, I'm sorry, I don't know the direct translation to
It's
Celsius.
high of so high is 17.7, low is about 8.
Ah,
It's pretty fair weather, actually. It's not that bad.
Yeah, no, that's nice weather.
I'm not gonna lie though, the low's kind of low.
That's not
Minus
bad
the
though.
wind, though.
No, the actual like for the actual heat, the low for the heat, or how cold it is, it's actually decently low. And then for the high, for the high, that's actually kind of low too. You think about it.
It is.
Well, you
It's
guys
not
are in
that
a
hot,
temperate
but
rainforest and you're on the coast, so the temperature is going to be down, especially because you're
yeah,
below
because it's
sea
temperate
level.
rainforest.
No, no,
Yeah,
no, I understand that, but so at the same time, it's just like, wow, that's kind of low though. Still, even for a coastal, forest coastal, that's a little low for surprising for like the usual weather. So it's like it's supposed to be like a
yeah.
little cold
Forest
front for a
coastal
minute.
will be nearer to like. What did you
I
put it as? You
believe
put
their
it
lowest
as
would be like a
63.
six. Like, I think the lowest
Oh,
I've ever heard for them was like a 69. I think I heard.
So far, yeah.
so low would probably be a 57, and
I'm
then
not that high would be at least around
high would
80,
high would
comfortable 80.
let me get it up. High would probably be about 24 maybe, so that would be a 75 to
Oh,
a
okay.
80. Yeah.
Yeah, see? I know my coastals. No.
Well, also depends
I'm
on what type
kidding.
of coastal, right? So
True, true. Anyway, we're getting down into specific stuff now for me. We're going off topic so badly. All right, so with that, who wants to wake up first? Because I can't be the only one, to start off every time.
I mean, this is true, but it's much more fun bugging you this way. Uh, like
Yeah, but at the same time, y'all don't trust me because I'm the sketchy cop.
I trust you. I let you ride on my horse like first date.
You had to, because I said catch.
Shh, no need to bring specifics into this.
Upon reflex, you caught me.
Hey, I got you, didn't I?
But what if I didn't say catch?
Yeah, I still would have caught you.
Just the old-fashioned cartoon stuff, just in the middle of the drop, just bye-bye.
Just no.
Okay, so Avrier is still sleeping, or I'm not sleeping. So I don't know. Who wants to start off the session?
Sure, I can try and start off the session.
Yeah, who wants to go downstairs first?
I'll go downstairs. My boy's been busy, so he's willing to come out and play. He's like, hello. All right. Yeah, I'll go downstairs and what do I see downstairs? Like what do we have going on?
Well, the Tavern Keep is up bright and early, as he always is.
Good man, good man.
And you see there are a couple of other patrons, some people you haven't seen before, a couple people you have seen before. This is a port city after all, so people come and go all the time. There is a new menu, as there is every day, that has been posted. And there is a new face at the counter, who seems to be trying to learn how to help run the place. She is a very short human, not much taller than the gnome, but a little, not like a dwarf, but just a very small woman with very mousy hair, um, just unkempt, wiry, all over the place, very frizzy, and she seems very easily overwhelmed. She's not
Okay.
handling her first day well.
Oh no.
Not everyone in my campaign is unspeakably attractive like they are in yours.
Well, that's rude. Oh. General Kenobi. Boo, where the hell is that?
That's what I was responding to. Not everyone
Okay,
in.
yeah, yeah. Oh, Millhouse. Get out of here.
That is a sexy man.
I mean, truly
And
a god amongst men. Oh, and then there's the Rock.
there is an open window, and there's a donkey that stuck his head through. You were not with the party yesterday. You have not met the donkey yet.
Can I like, can I go to the barkeep and uh, can I buy an apple from the barkeep?
Yeah,
Just so then,
you can, in fact. But
heck yeah.
um, the tavern keep instead waves his hand and directs you to the new girl at the counter, and instead of an apple, she gets flustered and gives you a green pepper.
Hi.
Hi?
Um, I was hoping for an apple, please.
Oh, that's not. And she looks at it, and like her entire face goes red. She goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm
It's
so
okay.
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's fine.
It's my first
No,
day, and I'm so scared, and
it's okay. It's okay.
Somebody ask her if she knows what a bean is, please.
Now, I understand. This is an easy mistake, as he says as he holds out the green bean. Um,
it's, it's a pepper. It's a green pepper.
green pepper, even. See, even I make mistakes. I can't differentiate between a pepper and a bean. So I'll swap you one green pepper for an apple. How about that?
Yeah, and she kind of like looks around for just a second, and she is trying to remember like where the apples are. She doesn't see them, and so she like
Can
whips
I can
around.
I can I like do a perception check to be able to tell her where it is?
They're like under the counter, but she's not like looking down.
Can I? Hey, buddy. I know it's your first day, but is it possible that they might be under the counter?
Um, I, um, I, um,
Just have a
eh,
look. Just
uh,
have a look. Nice and slow.
and she looks under the counter and she goes, "Oh, there they are. We have more than one kind of apple. What kind do you want?"
What do you have?
Uh,
What would you? Actually, no. What's your favorite?
I don't eat apples.
Okay, that goes through my roof. Okay, what color apples do you have?
Let me show you. Maybe you'll know what they
Lovely.
are. Anyway, so there's this one, and she puts a red apple on the counter, and then there's
Mm-hmm.
this one, she puts a green apple on the counter, and then there's this one, and it's kind of a bluish sort of color. And then she takes another object from underneath the counter, and it looks like a spiky version of an apple, but it's just looks like a regular colored apple. It's just spiky.
Can I get one of those ones? I point at the blue. And can I also get one of these spiky boys over here, please?
Yeah, you can have those actually. I mean that they're there. You know.
Well, I will take those then. How much will that be?
I don't know. I don't know. Let me check. And
Okay, okay.
so she pulls a book out from underneath the counter and she's like flipping frantically through it, and she finally finds the page with like produce and stuff, and she holds it way close to her face, like almost touching the paper with her nose. She squints her eyes really hard. She says, 3 each.
3 each of how much? Of what?
Uh, there's only one currency, Alice.
Oh yeah, gold. Okay, here you go. I will pay the 6 gold for those 2 apples.
Yeah, thanks. You're welcome. And thanks for your patience.
Of course, no problem.
She's so cute. I like this NPC.
Alright, so I've taken... So, I'm gonna put the spiky one on the table nearby, and I'm gonna take the blue one and offer it up to the donkey and be like, here, buddy, you probably need some food too.
Oh, thanks, he says, and takes a bite out of the apple.
Sorry, what? Hi.
Hi! Good morning!
Good morning to you too. What's your name?
Avery!
Nice to meet you, Avery. I'm Atlas.
Nice to meet you, Atlas!
So what brings a dashing lad of a donkey like you here?
Oh, well, I'm not actually a donkey. I just look like one right now. But,
Well,
yeah,
what are you if you're not a donkey?
well, I used to be a man.
Well, what turned you into a donkey, Avery?
Well, that's a little bit of a long story, actually. Nobody's ever asked me that before.
Well, and I'm just gonna turn and look around the empty tavern. Just you and me, like, and the barkeep and stuff. But like, I've got all day. I'll just
All
wait
right.
for my
Well,
buddies.
you know, the short of it basically is I ticked off the wrong wizard, but it's a little more complicated than that. There's a long story there. There's a little bit of a history, and well, anyway, so
Okay, I understand. You ticked off the wrong wizard. Wizard turned you into donkey for something that you probably didn't do.
well, no, I did, but it was a misunderstanding. See, so she was dating my sister, and she thought that
We could
because
just leave
there
it
was
there.
there was
Avery, it's okay. I'm gonna guess you got in the way of their relationship somehow by accident, and so the wizard decided to turn you into a donkey.
Well, all right. So they were visiting because it was my sister's birthday. And my sister failed to mention that I lived in this town with my wife. She thought that they were just visiting my wife, who's a terrible person. Nobody would ever want to visit. Was a terrible person. Nobody would ever want to visit her. Anyway,
Is
so
that your wife you're talking about?
you haven't met her.
Fair enough, but what? Why get married if you hate your spouse?
Well, it was a marriage of convenience, I guess.
Fair enough.
But that's a different story. Let's stick to
That's a
the
whole
first
other
story
story.
first. Let's stick to the first story first, and then we could do, you could tell me your story, then we could trade. We could go back and forth.
Sure, I'll trade stories.
That sounds nice. That sounds nice. It's been a long time since I've talked to anybody except for Agnes, or listened to anybody except Agnes.
Mm. Anyway, let's finish up your story first. So the wizard thought they were visiting your sister and also your wife, who turns out to be horrible,
Yeah,
and
so
somehow you got involved.
yeah, so she took one look at me, decided that my sister must have been cheating on her with me, and turned me into a donkey.
Ah, yes, the classic.
Didn't even wait for an explanation. Although, I guess, at least I kind of got out on the lucky end because she turned my sister into a giant frog.
And whereabouts is this wizard so we could possibly, correct these things?
Well, I don't know. She just left after that.
Well, where were you when this happened?
What do you mean, where was I when this happened? I was the donkey!
No, but I mean, like, where geographically were you located?
In my doorway!
What city were you near or in?
This one!
There we go. That's all I needed. Because then at least we could see. Because if they left, someone would have seen her leave.
Oh, but this is a port city.
And how long ago was it?
I've been a donkey about 2 years now.
Oh, okay. I mean, wizards are not that common still, so like there might be someone who remembers seeing a kitty cat. I mean, a wizard.
Well, uh, there are definitely people who remember seeing giant toads, so I guess it's not that outlandish to see a talking donkey or a wizard who turns people into giant toads and talking donkeys.
Yeah, so it's possible. Though also, question about your sister: how giant of a giant toad?
About the size of a horse.
Okay, because that was gonna be my next question. Is it possible to ride? Just truly, like, can we put a saddle on your sister? Uh,
Sir. And then he gets like really stern. I think that's an inappropriate question to ask about my sister.
it was more so just for the jokes. I would never do that to another person. Anyway, I already have a horse.
Oh, well then there you go. You don't need a giant toad to ride. You have
No,
a
it was just
horse.
more so for the mental image more than anything.
Oh. Well, see, imagery is a different story.
Yeah. Now, are there any other food that you would like?
I've never had an apple like that before. It was a different color and everything. Do you have any idea what kind of apple that was?
I'll
Oh,
be honest, I have no
carrots?
clue.
Ah, oh, man, I haven't had a good carrot in a while. Really crunchy one. Oh,
Well, I can see if we have any carrots around the back. I'll go ask the barkeep. How about that?
that sounds great. That little mousy woman, she's a little
She's
nervous.
new.
Be
She
nice.
she's new. She's
Just
nice, but she's new.
yeah, she's I
This,
think I
this is her
scared her.
first life. This is her first life.
I think I scared her.
I think I did too. Cause look at me. I am not the friendliest looking person.
Well, I mean, I'm a donkey, but I talk.
And that just
So,
means you're a pretty cool donkey.
but it's also a very alarming donkey if you don't know that I talk.
I have to admit, it was a bit alarming at first.
Yeah. I used to be a human. I get it.
Yeah. No. It was just more so a, whew, hello.
Like, oh, that happened. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it. I get it. By the way, you guys can come downstairs and interject in this anytime.
All right. I'm gonna go up to mousy head dark salmon keep. Um, sorry to disturb you once again, but you don't happen to have any carrots, do you?
Carrots. We got potatoes. We got potatoes.
I'm sure that potatoes are good and fine, but do you happen to have any carrots? You know, the like long-ish orange ones, not to be confused with the small and like circular and just spherical orange ones.
Well, we have um see, we have
Can I have a
things
little
that
bit of
sound
each?
like that, but they're white.
Um, you know what? Sure, I'll try it. Can I have a look at them?
Yeah, and she goes back to the baskets that had um the produce and everything in it, and uh and she pulls out a parsnip and sets it on the counter.
Okay, I understand how we got here. Yeah, no. This is very similar, but not quite the right. It won't taste quite right. It's that's a parsnip.
There's a difference?
the taste is different.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not from around here, so I have no idea.
Okay, well, where are you from then?
I'm from. I don't know.
You don't know.
I just kind of appeared here.
You kind of appeared here. Where were you? Like, before you were here, where were you? Or
Uh,
truly, do you not remember anything, and then you just suddenly awoke here?
yeah, that one. I truly do not remember. I just woke up in the middle of a road here, and someone told me I should come here and find some information, and I ended up getting a job. I guess I don't really
Wow,
know.
everyone around here has a story.
Well, that's what I'm gathering. Yeah.
I think you will get along with Avery.
Who's that again?
You see the donkey over there? Well, yeah, that's Avery, the one who talks.
Oh, the talking donkey who scared the goodness out of me this morning.
Yeah, he wasn't originally a donkey.
Oh, that makes sense.
Apparently originally he was human.
Well, everybody says that, I guess, if they're a talking animal, huh?
Uh, I mean, if you get on the wrong side of enough wizards, there's bound to be a lot of them out there, really.
You have experience with getting on the wrong sides of wizards?
I mean, I wouldn't say that I don't have experience on getting on the wrong side of wizards, but I mean, I'm all in one piece, and they haven't turned me into a token animal yet, so like, I can only have been so bad.
Oh, well, I guess that makes sense. I mean, I don't remember anything, so it's not like I have any frame of reference. I just know that he startled me this morning whenever I turned around, expecting someone to, be there, and it was just a donkey who had said good morning.
He startled me when I got up this morning too. Originally, I bought an apple to be able to feed him because I went, oh, the donkey's probably hungry, and then he said, hey, good morning, and I was like, hey, what?
I can't remember why that would have startled me.
Because it's a donkey, and they don't usually talk.
That's a good point.
They usually go, and like other donkey noises.
Well, I suppose that makes sense.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your name? Sorry, I must have missed it.
Well, I don't know that I have one. Um,
Would you like one? What do people currently call you?
you there?
Okay, but wouldn't you like a name so that way, like, if rather than people just shouting "you there" across like a street or across the tavern, people actually have a name to call you?
Well, I never thought about it. I just did what I was told. I mean, what else can you
Mm,
do? I woke up in the middle of a road. I did what I was told, and now I'm here doing what I was told.
okay.
I don't know that a name is even important.
Well, I'm Atlas. That's my name.
Nice to meet you, Alice.
Nice to meet you too. See, it feels weird not having a name for you. Because I don't just want to scream, "You there, bar wench," across the room.
Hmm,
That seems rude.
that does seem a little rude, especially when you say it like that.
Yeah.
How about Badger?
Badger sounds good. Do you like the name Badger?
I don't know.
Well,
I
there's
don't know
also
if I know
Misty.
what a badger is.
Badgers are like a little creature that. Ari, I know. I think for some reason Badger just seems to suit you.
You
They
said Misty too. What about Misty Badger?
You could be a Misty Badger, that works too.
That kind of has a ring to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, Misty Badger. Misty Badger. Yeah, I think Misty Badger will be a fantastic name for you.
Nice to meet you, Atlas. I'm Misty Badger.
Nice to meet you, Misty Badger. I'm Atlas. So, do you know where? Because this is only your first day, isn't it? So actually, you might not know this. Where's the where's the person in charge? Do I see him anywhere?
Well, I think he might have gone to go and get some more food, wherever that is.
Okay.
He was here just a minute ago, but now he's not, and I don't know where he went. And he told me
It's okay.
that I had to keep track of everything and make sure that no one was unhappy or upset or anything.
Well, yeah. Misty Badger, you're okay. There's truly three of us here. You, me, Atlas, and Avery the talking donkey. Everyone else is seemingly still asleep.
Yeah, why are you guys still asleep, by the way?
But I've been carrying this here, like that's fine. But like, I'm enjoying getting to know Misty Badger and Avery the talking donkey.
Yeah, you guys are welcome to interject at any time.
Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom, badger, 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 badger.
Mushroom, mushroom.
I feel like if I said even like a word, I would just complicate things even further.
But that's okay
I'm,
though. If that's what
it's
you
fine.
decide to do and it does end up
Is it
complicating
though?
things, then
Hearing these guys argue about what everything it's gonna give me a headache.
We weren't arguing about what it was. I was trying to explain because she's new. This is her first life, if you know friends.
yeah, so I mean, she doesn't know the difference between a carrot and a parsnip or what types of apples they have. Like she just doesn't know. So they weren't arguing. And then
Sorry, explaining.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I still don't know what I could possibly add to this situation other than what's already being said.
Badger, badger,
Well,
Like,
badger,
it
what am I gonna do? Tell a parsnip is something completely different than than what our good friend here is saying?
well, Owen has experience with food. You've been really big on his cooking ability. So Owen could perhaps school her on produce
This is true.
and how it's
Oh,
used and what it tastes like and stuff.
yeah. Or
Not a
school
bad
them how to
point.
cook.
See what I can come up with here. Again, I hope you don't mind if I type out my actual in-character stuff. That's easier for me.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Not
Yeah.
everyone's comfortable speaking their character whenever they first start out. It's okay.
Badger, badger, badger. That's gonna be stuck in my head all day now.
Mushroom, mushroom, mushroom,
Oh.
mushroom.
Badger, 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 badger.
Yeah, so REA came downstairs now.
Ooh. What exactly is the function of a body?
When you locked your phone while it was playing a TikTok and you unlock your phone and it's still playing a TikTok.
Nice, nice.
Also slightly scaly. Like peeling skin scaly or like lizard snake scales? Or fish scales? Oh, dragon scales. I see.
As one does.
What was I doing?
That was from my phone. Sorry.
No, I said what was I doing?
No.
My chat has decided to try and drown me, so I have to go and take their points away.
Okay, but like drown you, like actually drown you, or drown you in making sure you're actually hydrated?
Yeah, the hydration. Which, by the way,
Oh no,
I finished my
Dontaria.
soda because of that.
Oh dear. Guess you'll have to go get another one. How dare they? Yeah, making you actually stay hydrated. How could they do that to you?
Yep, so that was 7. I took 7 sips of water. There we go.
Give you.
So I drink my soda and 7 sips of water.
Ooh.
My water, which has been literally ice cold, I have measured the temperature for 3 days now. I love my cup. I love my cup.
That's nice. If it's managed to stay like that cold for 3 days, that's impressive.
Yeah, so anyway. So parsnip versus carrot. That is where we are at right now.
Yes, parsnip is not as sweet. Carrots are a bit sweet. They're orange. Look very similar, just orange instead of white. Um,
Oh, I don't know if we have those.
that's okay. I am sure that the like master of the tavern is, as you said, he's gone out to get food. So I'm sure he's gonna come back and maybe have some carrots.
Well, we have this. And she pulls out like a basket of like carrot slices. She said, I think
Wow.
these are orange.
Those are orange. That is orange. And those are slices of carrots.
Joking. No, sir, I'm not joking.
Ah, yes. You two should introduce each other. I'm gonna go take some of these carrot slices over to Avery.
Before any more crimes against food can be committed, I love it. Right, so Avery is gonna munch on the carrots and he's gonna make a comment about how like he wishes it was a whole carrot, but this'll do for now because at least it's still carrot.
At least it's still carrot. I will be right back. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Somebody else talk for a minute, please. I need to go. I also need to go get myself some water. So.
Yeah, wake up, you guys. Um, Objection relevance? Oh, I didn't think that we would have any food that's poisonous. I mean, we serve food here, so I didn't think, you know. Um, okay, also, I want you to know that if you redeem that hydrate thing and I click the thing to take your points away for it, instead of refunding the points, it says hydrate this minute. Because it shows me how long ago it was, and if it's in the same minute, it says this minute, and so it says hydrate this minute. I just think that's funny. Just me. I I guess a culinary disaster. I am. You really think it's that bad? Oh goodness. I Actually, now that you say that, I just realized I've never had to eat. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know what I would eat. So I'm just doing what I was told. I work here.
I swear, I get back and people being mean to Misty. No, 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 no. We are nice to this child. Can people hear me?
Yeah.
Because I can't hear. Okay, okay, I just can't hear people. So I was like, oh no, did something happen to my headphones?
Yeah, I'm the only one who's been talking. They've been typing, which is fine.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
just
no, no,
really
no, that's
quiet.
fine, that's fine. No, I'm with Aria. Don't scare the baby. Sorry, I also had to move my laptop because I was being summoned by the kitty cat. So the cat was like, "No, I need you in here with everybody else." No, we think someone tried to grab at him.
Oh no.
Yeah. But he's accepting our touch again, so he's getting more comfortable again. Okay. What did I miss? So
Owen jumped in about scolding her about serving poisonous food in a tavern.
He didn't. She didn't mean to. And also, what was poisonous? Just a question, just so I make sure I haven't eaten it myself.
Nothing was poisonous. He was just saying, what if?
Okay. I was like, wait, that spiky apple. I swear to God, I haven't eaten it yet, but like, I swear to God.
Uh, I think everything is kind of over my head. See, I just woke up in the middle of the road, and then someone told me to come here, and so I did, and then the
You're
short
okay.
man person told me that I needed to help, and or maybe he said I needed help, and then
You're okay.
he told
You're
me to
okay,
keep an
Mister.
eye on the place, and then he left. He left.
Well, I'm sorry he left, but we'll try and figure it out together. Okay, he'll be back soon. I promise. We will figure it out together. You, me, Avery, Owen, Aria, who's now downstairs, I believe. We'll figure it all out. Hey, Avery, how's the carrots? Like, I know it's not a full carrot, and I know that's disappointing, but like, you know.
I don't have anything crunchy to chew on to make the sound that I hear whenever Avery answers you in my head. But anyway,
Just
Avery's crunching on carrots, and with his mouth full, he says, "Oh, tasty!"
fantastic. Just what we like. Okay, thank you, Aria. Just wanted to. I thought you had been because I thought I remember seeing it, but having now been distracted by the kitty cat, I forget things.
Yeah, RA is downstairs.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Sirach's the only one who hasn't made an appearance this session yet.
Yeah, what? Zorak is unusually quiet.
Yeah, are you sick?
AFK question mark?
Jay,
Yo.
Oh, there he is.
did you fall asleep?
No, I was just kind of zoning in and out.
We were
I'm
talking
I'm
to
I'm
you.
I'm here, but I just zoned out a bit in and out, so I caught my name.
We were talking to you, and you weren't answering,
Apologies.
so I said your name.
Yeah, apologies. Let's see.
I don't know if I agree with you, sir. I don't know.
Okay, so what are y'all asking me?
You're the only one who hasn't made an appearance downstairs yet.
Oh, hey, I'm enjoying my sleeping in. I'm usually the first one up, so I'm enjoying my sleeping.
Yeah, it's 4 p.m. right now.
Exactly. I will. So are they currently arguing with the lady?
No, they're not arguing. Owen's just scaring her half to death, and Atlas is trying to keep her calm, and REA is like, don't scare her!
No, no. And are they still currently doing that?
Yes.
Got it. So I'm gonna head out with all this noise blaring in my ears and ruining my peaceful afternoon or evening now, I guess. As I will just casually have gotten up, kind of just fixed myself to look more proper, more awakened, if you will, more
Presentable.
presentable. Yes. With that, like I said, I'll casually be walking out as I kind of notice Owen, REA, and Atlas together, and they're kind of ganging up on a little girl. I'm gonna just kind of first stroll over to the innkeeper.
He's not there.
Is he not at his usual death spot?
No. He was, but then he left. And she said she didn't know where he went.
Hmm. Well, then with that, I'm gonna go check out the donkey first.
Okay. Avery has his head stuck through the window right now, and he's currently eating carrots that Atlas gave him.
How was your night, Avery?
Pretty comfy, actually.
Good to know. Kinda do apologize for the last minute accommodations, but we were kinda not really expecting to take home a donkey yesterday.
Oh, that's fine. I understand. I mean, I'm a donkey, not a man, so I can sleep where donkeys sleep.
Well, if you prefer, we can switch you over to a room. We'll just have to probably look for a different inn, but
Oh no. No, 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 no. This is fine. I mean, I am a donkey after all, like I said. It's okay. Um I think you misunderstood me though. I didn't mean because I wanted a room. I meant because I'm a donkey. It's okay.
alrighty. Then I see you've already been, well, given your, well, something to munch on for now, to at least satisfy your, or, yeah, satisfy your hunger. Uh, Maybe so kind as to imply who gave you the food?
Yeah, and he kind of nods his head over to Atlas.
Okay. Well, just to let you know, he is also part of our group. We have a couple others that you may or may not see kind of slip in and out with us. But, he is, I guess you would say, another acquaintance or traveler
Oh,
with
that's
our
great.
situation.
He was really nice. He gave me my breakfast. I had some fantastic type of apple. It was blue and very sweet. It tasted like candy. And then he brought me these carrots, which are delicious.
Blue and sweet. You know, that sounds like a fruit I had a bit more to the that's a story for a different time. Anyway, that's good that you had your breakfast. Let me go talk to the others, see what the other plans are. If we're gonna go do something dangerous today, then well, you're more than happy to tag along or stay here. If we plan to move along to the next city, then well, be prepared to possibly carry some things.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whatever you need.
Alrighty then. As I'm going to turn and instead of heading to the group, head back towards the rooms and head to Fee.
Okay, and Fee is, she's in the window of the room that you guys have rented for her, and, uh, she's kind of like got her knees like pulled up to her chest, and she's just like sitting there, and there are some pigeons, and she's like kind of chirping at them, and they're kind of like hurrahing back,
Yeah.
and they look like they're having a nice little conversation.
Yeah, okay.
It's very adorable, actually.
Okay, so with that, I'll knock on the door to get Fee's attention, just to make sure that she isn't startled by me. Right, good morning, Fee. Uh, I'm thinking about, heading out and doing some stuff. You want to come along, Fee? Kind of spread your wings a bit. I know you haven't really flown around and stretched recently, so you want to come on and stretch a bit, or you want to stay here today?
She chirps very excitedly and jumps to her feet.
Alrighty. Well, flap along, walk along, whatever. If you want to bring your friends, like kind of nod to the pigeons, you can invite them along. They're welcome to follow and hang out with you, Fee. We're just gonna go do some small things, and of course, if it gets too dangerous, you're more than welcome to fly away and wait for her to get safe again. But if you want to come out, let's go. Cause I'm gonna leave the door open and just kind of like walk out.
All right, and she's gonna follow like right on your tail.
Oh, good then. I'll close the door behind her then. How about that? Yeah, I'll walk back out to the group and look at the group as they're still harassing this poor child of a new worker. So
But
I was gonna.
Owen just started to apologize, so keep that in
Oh, did he?
mind. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't reading the chat recently.
Yeah, he like literally just as you said that like hit enter on his message.
I think I misjudged you, miss. None of your fault. Issue, I'm sure would have done the same. Though I do want to have a word or two with your boss about where he's been sourcing his employees. Hope he ain't plucking all of them off the streets.
Uh, I uh I don't know. I think maybe I'm the only other employee. I don't know. It's my first day. I haven't met anyone yet. I'm really scared.
As she's
Okay.
saying that, I'm gonna kind of walk up and just go, okay. I kind of clap my hands together, just alrighty. Hello.
She jumps
Morning,
whenever you clap your
morning,
hands
everyone.
together.
Yeah, like morning, everyone. Morning, miss. Uh, I'll be with you just 1 second, okay, miss? Give me one quick second. Guys, why are we gigging up on a girl?
Like addressing kids in a schoolyard.
Straight up right now. As you said, she is a human that is as small as the dwarf and is not a dwarf, or is not, sorry, small as a gnome and is not a dwarf. That means either one of two things. She has some sort of other condition that's make her not grow, or she's not a human, or the other thing is she's a child.
She's not a child.
Okay, so that means she's another race or something that's causing her to not grow.
Also, Zarok wasn't here for her explanation, but she just woke up in the middle of the street and was told to come to the tavern for information, and then somehow got swindled into working for the tavern keep.
Oh, nice. I'm assuming Atlas or Owen or Aria will be nice enough to relay this information to me. Hopefully. I'm
Yeah.
still waiting for a reply about why we gigging up on a little girl.
Owen's
We weren't
typing.
ganging up on it. I was actually having a nice conversation with her. It's not my fault Owen was being mean.
No, I understand the defense and the questioning, but why surround her?
Hey, to be fair, I didn't move back from Avery. Me and Avery were having a nice little chat. I was just defending her from across the room.
Oh, were you? I thought you were right up with them.
I did
No,
too.
I,
I thought you were
I
all
thought
at
you
the
three.
counter.
Yeah, I thought you
sorry,
three
no,
were like
no, no,
ganging
no.
up on her, surrounding her. She's like, damn.
Arya came downstairs and was like, "Don't scare the poor thing," and then Owen came over to the counter, and then you had just previously been talking to her. I thought you were all at the counter.
No,
Yeah,
no, no,
I
no.
know. So I'm
Remember,
just like, what the hell?
remember
Y'all just
I took
gigging
the
up on
carrots
a
to
little girl.
Avery. I took the carrots to Avery. I took the carrots over to Avery before I left. And so I was shouted from across the room because they were ganging up on Misty.
Oh,
Oh, Atlas named her, by the way. Her name is Misty Badger.
Yeah, she's Misty Badger now.
has she accepted that name, or you just call her that to call her that?
Both.
Oh my god, I love it.
Well, see, she chose Badger. I said Misty. She went, why not both?
Okay. Good morning to you, sleepyhead. Now, if you must know, I heard someone serving food with any idea what it was. Turns out the darn innkeeper is just pulling amnesiac pull from the road and putting them to work.
Pulling
Just
random
plain as-
amnesiacs off the.
Well, I will have to say this though. He is a gnome.
Yeah.
You have to understand. Technically, we're all people of the street. We just kind of got pulled together to do this job. And I'm also a gnome. That's just somehow keeping us all together.
Yeah, I mean that is true, but like, is that like this is literally somebody who just like wakes up with no memories, no idea what's going on, and the first thing this freaking innkeeper knows is just like, here's the job, go work, I'm out of
as I
here.
as I point to REA.
I mean, there was that other guy who just kept losing his memory.
Oh yeah. Where is foolproof?
Oh yeah, he said I think it's his birthday, so he
Oh, Oh,
I'd
oh,
say
okay
his
then.
birthday, so he's gone off to town somewhere, I think, or might just stay at the inn. You never know.
No,
Knowing
this is
foolproof, he'd
this,
probably stay
this is
asleep.
this was an out of game question because I was actually curious about that because like I thought for sure he'd be able to come today, but if it's his birthday, then now that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Oh, but that means next time he joins, we have to do like a special session for him because it was his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if
We
that
gonna
was the
bully
case,
him. We gonna bully him, no?
if that's the case, then we have to bully Atlas because it was his birthday last
No,
week.
Lyric, no.
Oh, hey, really?
Lyric,
Okay,
no.
bet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys now know your target for today's session.
Your mission, if you choose to accept it.
Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is a lot of fun. Your mission, if you choose to not accept it, is a lot of boringness.
Fievel,
that's
you're
weird.
so small, but why do you insist on sitting on my keyboard?
Because he's so
Because
small, so he can sit on your keyboard.
I don't know
yeah.
if you heard that. He just hit my microphone in protest.
Well, I will say this, is that he's doing a very good job of getting your attention by sitting on your keyboard.
I'll say he's doing what he wants. And he's getting
Yeah.
what he wants. Clearly it's
He's
working.
getting what he wants. It's a win-win.
Clearly it's working.
Yeah, it got our attention as well. Alright,
Amnesiac? I don't know.
Someone who that's just someone who doesn't remember things. That's all.
alright, well, mind if I take over for a couple seconds here, gentlemen? Alright. Hello, miss. So, your name is Badger and he added the Misty part, correct?
Well, I didn't have a name before that, so my name is Misty Badger now.
Did you not have a name or do you not remember your name?
Well, um, I, and she kind of like twiddles her thumbs like nervously.
It's okay, no rush.
I don't
But
think she had one.
just want to make sure, just get all the facts stuff. Like, what do you remember? Like, what's the last thing you remember
I woke up in the middle of the street.
before you woke up from the middle of the street? Like, do you remember anything before that? Where you were before that? Maybe you were eating something, traveling, sitting someplace at home. Like, do you remember anything before waking up?
No, no,
I
no,
think she just
nothing.
woke up.
So you just remember waking up. Okay, that's a good start. That's a good start. Do you know how old you are?
Old?
Your age.
Age. How long
Your
you've been alive?
how long? Yeah.
No.
How long have you been alive?
Um,
2 days.
I woke up
2 days.
4 days ago.
4 days. Okay, that's not really any better, but yeah, no. Okay, so 4 days ago. Okay, so that'd be what we considered memory loss, because you don't know anything about that. You don't know who you are, what your name is, where you came from. That's
But
what we call it.
wouldn't wouldn't
Hmm.
wouldn't memory loss mean that I would have to have memories to lose? I don't know if I ever had those. So,
Okay.
is that
Well,
Well,
still true?
well, you have to see then. Then that brings up the
memory loss.
question of
It
just
might
then.
just be new.
See, that brings up the question then of just where'd you come from?
Well,
The
so
street.
can I do an insight? Not insight. What would it be? A
Investigation.
investigation check?
W- it-
Like,
What are you
oh,
trying to find out? Because I think
I'm
this is
trying.
actually going to be a history check.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah, just to see what I would know. A, can I decipher what type of race she is? And B, do I know anything of that race?
I think it'd be a roll of both.
Yeah, I would let that go under an investigation check. Because it would be history check if you wanted to figure out like her specifically, but it because you included the if I know anything about it, then
Well, because then if I do
Well,
well enough, then
I would assume he would need to investigate to get more thorough information off of her like physique, her physical
yeah.
appearance, maybe something else like that. Maybe touch her, get like to see if he could hold her hand
Well,
or like whatever.
yeah, I don't like doing two rolls and the
Oh, okay.
same
yeah.
unless it's advantage though, so I'll just
Mm,
roll it under the investigation.
Well, he got a 10.
I got a 10.
So you can determine with the 10, You can tell that she's not as human as she looks, and that maybe
Okay.
there's something going on there, but you're not 100% sure what, and maybe there's something there, and you can like lean
So
over and like whisper to Zarok if you wanted to, but
yeah, I'm just like,
I'm gonna look at you and cast a message so you can just send to me via telepathically.
okay.
As I send you the message of what?
I don't think she's human at all.
You don't have to whisper.
why are you whispering inside your
Well,
mind?
I don't want to scream inside your mind.
Trust me,
Alright.
message has an automatic way to make sure that I don't have a headache from you guys.
Good. No, I don't think I'm like 60% human. Well, 60% sure she's not human. Like,
Do me a
or like
favor, Alice.
humanoid.
If you see the barkeep or if you see the innkeeper, make sure to stop him.
Okay,
We need to ask him a couple questions.
sounds good to me. Because
Okay.
he's just picking up random people off the road.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn back to the lady and go, okay, well, I do apologize for my companions here for a little kind of scaring you for the moment. Uh, I'm gonna turn to Owen and go. I'm gonna turn to Owen, cast a message real quickly, and go. I'm having Atlas keep an eye out for him. We'll question him when we find him.
Yeah, 'cause
Can I do
among
a?
you, I think Atlas is probably the tallest. Next would be Aria, until
Yeah,
Foolproof gets back.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm 6'3", 6'5", something like that. 6'3".
I think Aria is taller than you. Aria is
I
almost
think
as tall as
so.
Foolproof.
Yeah, I think Arya's like 6'7".
I get it. You're tall.
It's not our fault. You're small.
It's not our fault you chose a gnome.
Not our fault. You decided
It's
to be
not
a
my
funny
fault. Y'all
midget.
decided to go with unrealistic heights of 6 foot and 7 foot.
It's
Hey,
a
6'3"
fantasy
is not.
world. Who cares?
Hey, I am like tiny in real life. I'm allowed to dream. Uh,
Yeah, you don't understand. I'm tall in real life. I'm allowed to dream.
swap you for a day. How about that?
Oh, you have no idea how much I wish I could. Oh,
Okay,
you don't understand how
so
much I wish I could not hit my head on everything that's tall.
Owen, Zarok just sent you a message about they're gonna keep an eye out for the tavern keep because he's starting to suspect the same thing.
Well, I don't suspect him of doing something shady, but I suspect that this might be his daughter.
Message is telepathic, by the way, so that was not said out loud.
Yeah, no, I know that. That's why I was like,
I was telling Owen.
telepathically. Yeah, oh, yeah, don't worry. I didn't say anything out loud. That's why I usually state if I'm casting message before I state what I'm gonna say.
Hey, little Floof, why do you smell so bad?
Did little floof go
Shower
outside?
time.
Did little floof get where they weren't supposed to get?
I don't know why he
Little
stinks
floof
so
got
bad. He smells like stale dog piss.
Yeah, little floof got where
Do
little
you
floof
have a
wasn't supposed to get.
dog and is
I
there
do,
still
but he's
piss lying
housebroken.
around?
You know what? Did little floof go outside?
Yeah, but I
No,
say, are you sure little Floof didn't go outside or somehow?
I'm sure he didn't go outside because we'd never see him again. He's so small.
Did little
He's on
floof
the
find?
front porch.
But also, cat sinus infections smell like stale dog piss because
Oh,
the mucus that's in their noses produces ammonia. That's how they get infections from it.
Oh, well, there you go. That could also explain a lot of things.
the more you know.
I feel like there should be a meme right now. A shooting star meme or something.
He is stinky. And my dog is housebroken, so I doubt it's what he smells like.
Mm.
Sounds like there'll be a bad moment if the housebroken dog decides to admit that it is
the,
stinky.
the housebroken dog decides to make you a liar.
Nitro, is your name secretly Avery? And instead of a donkey, you're really a dog that can talk?
You know, I buy it.
He didn't even look up at me. He's still asleep.
As it's undercover, he's trying to make sure he's not blown.
I'm just like, no, no, you can't prove it.
You must
Yeah,
never
you
know.
stinky boy. You're gonna get a coconut bath. You're gonna get coconut bath.
Ooh, who's your
Coconut
grab
milk,
for you?
coconut water, coconut what?
I have
What do you
these
call it?
pina colada like cat wipes for cats.
Oh,
That's amazing.
They're safe. They don't have like harmful soaps with like phosphates and stuff in them, so they're safe for cats if they
I'm so
like
happy
bathe
we're
themselves
streaming because
after.
I would have said something.
I don't know. Today's my first day. Is he supposed to pay me? Uh,
He, he is definitely supposed to pay you.
Shit!
but
As I
but
kind
but
of look
it's
to
my
her and
first
just go,
day.
no, sorry, sweetheart. No, no anger at you. It's just, oh, sweetheart, I feel so sorry for you, and I want to help you so much. The only question is, do you want me to help you?
I need help.
Well, let me ask you this, sweetheart. Do you feel like you need help?
No,
No? Okay then. If
I
you
think
ever feel like you need help, if you ever feel like you need help, come look for me. Okay?
she hasn't worked 4 days. She's only been awake for 4 days. Today is her first day working.
No, no, I know that. That's why I'm letting her like
I
let
was
her letting her
correcting
know. 'Cause-
REA. You
oh,
weren't
okay.
watching chat.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Yeah, she worked for 4 days. Maybe she hasn't. Oh, okay. Yeah,
But
so I'm like, if you ever need help, come look for me. Okay?
We'll be around.
uh, okay. I guess.
Okay. Owen, Arye, Atlas, let's go sit
Yeah.
down for a minute. We need to talk.
Okay, off we go. Alright, I'm coming over to the tabla.
I'm gonna let REA and Owen do what they want to do really quickly within the tavern before they come over and sit and we talk. So if you both want to do something else with those other people, you guys can. I'm gonna go grab something real quick.
Nah, I'm good to just hanging out at the table. Maybe I'll look at Avery and just go, what a cool donkey. But also, what an unfortunate man to be turned into a speaking donkey.
Hey, Atlas.
Yeah?
Question for you and your horse that you could summon.
Yep.
Is it possible now? I'm just hypothetically speaking here. If it's
Mm-hmm.
possible, we have a way to make the donkey you're summoning. Would you want that?
I don't think that's possible, just due to the fact that the horse and I are connected, like, almost to the soul.
Damn.
REA's gonna
So,
sit on the table. You guys talk for a minute. I will be right back.
it, it makes it quite hard to, like, it would make it nigh impossible to change my summoning animal. And also, I don't think he would count, considering the fact that he's still originally human.
See, that's the thing is he was originally human, but he got transformed. He got turned into a donkey. Now, unless he got only temporarily transformed, which I really don't think so, he
He's
should have
quite
gotten.
permanent.
He would have gotten what's considered the true polymorph.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, see what I mean here? So that
Okay,
means
okay.
unless we're able to dispel a curse or spell that was placed on him, he is considered now a donkey. Not really a human anymore, but now a donkey.
Yeah. But again,
So
my thing
yeah,
is
so
like the animal's connected to my soul. That's the thing. So
hey, I'm just saying we have a lot of weird shit that we could somehow, some way make it happen. I'm just saying we have things called shenanigans.
true, but my horse can run over water.
Yeah, but you have to think about it. The shenanigan card is for a god who's supposed to be shenanigans. Technically, making your donkey shenanigan is pretty shenanigans.
This is true, but would
The
someone
only
else?
upside is you now have a talking donkey.
This is true, but wouldn't someone else necessarily want a, summonable ride? So that way we have two.
I'm good. I mean, you could ask the others. I'm just technically hiring the donkey to carry shit, and I'm
I
just
mean,
paying.
someone
I'm
could
I'm just
try and
paying
find
him
the
in
sister
food and
and find
lodging.
the sister too. Uh,
Like the funny thing is, I'm just paying this donkey in food and lodging somehow, and he's working for it. I'm just like, okay,
I
I
mean,
guess
fair
it's better
enough.
than I like. It's a good deal. I at least guarantee you food and lodging, but at the same time, damn, my dude.
It's not that great. Like,
Mm-hmm.
buddy,
It's like, my dude,
restrain yourself a bit more.
you want a little bit more, dog. But yeah, so REA's at the table. Oh, Atlas is at the table, and I'm at the table, just waiting on Owen.
Yeah.
But is so preoccupied in thought that he doesn't even end up sitting down. Is this just exploiting a worker who don't know better or something more? Well, in all honesty, we don't really know until we ask him. But either way,
So good.
if if she doesn't see anything wrong with it, then it is for her to discover when it's wrong. Yes, we can step in and help her, but if she doesn't see anything bad with it, then I don't think we need to step in yet.
This is true.
Until her eyes are open to the truth, we don't need to step in because, well, apparently she has no memories. I mean,
Yeah.
she has no knowledge of anything. She has no real world experience. If she doesn't have any experience, she's not going to survive out here for long.
This is sadly true.
You have to agree with me there, right? Oh, it's like at some point we were all left on our own devices. It seems like she is old enough to be left on her own devices. Yes, she's in a fucked up situation, but it does not mean that she will not relearn from what she messes up on. It's either your choice whether to just be there to help her or not help her. And of course,
I
if we decide to help her, then of course, it's either we stay here or we take her along with us and we teach her and train her. Now, if we don't
true.
help
But also,
her,
we
but
only have so much room, and we can only afford so many others.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying too. Is like I don't know what might happen along this journey. The more people we have, that well, of course, I'm not saying that she's useless, but the more people we have that can't defend themselves means
I mean,
that we have to worry about them as well.
the thing is, she looks like she's pretty sturdy. Like, in the fact that like she looks like she's not gonna like break down in a heap at the like.
Well, I don't feel like she's gonna break down, but I feel like if she gets caught, she's not gonna be able to do anything. You have to
What's
remember,
wrong?
Owen
Yeah,
was pressing her with a little bit of a slight aggression, and she was already folding.
that's true. I wasn't even thinking that though, because she doesn't know anything.
Yeah, well, the thing is that's the thing too. Is like because she doesn't know anything, I'm afraid that if we were to run out right now and run into a situation, she may not be able to protect herself. And if we can't get to her to protect her, and if we can't guarantee her protection, it's literally just saying we're the ones who killed her.
I'd much
And
rather know that she's safe here, but getting like kind of exploited versus out there with us and she dies.
yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, I would rather have her know that she's safe, but in a little bit of a city situation, than basically saying that I'm the one who killed her. It's like I don't know about you, but I don't want that blood on my hand.
Neither do I, but I think we could also like, if we keep an eye out for that barkeep, we could talk to him, make sure that he treats her well. With the fact that we are some of his, I'm gonna go with some of his few customers at the moment, just due to what's going on in the world. And
Well, yeah, you have to understand, Owen. Yes, she may be in slavery, but doesn't mean that we can't get her out of it. Doesn't mean that we can't get her out of it. As we did earlier in the port, we can do the same thing here. It's
well,
not that hard.
I reckon this is probably not in slavery because again, this is only her first day here.
No,
No,
I mean,
like I said.
I was just using that as like an example of like a comparison.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was like, did you say she's in slavery? I was like, I don't know about that. Okay, but it's like, okay, so, well, like I said, it's not that we don't want. It's not like I don't want to leave her here, but it's not like we have the means to protect her either. Like I said, if you can guarantee her protection, then you're more than welcome to take her along. Because like I said, we're kind of you're your own person. I'm my own person. You're a fully grown adult making out here in the world, so you can make your own decision. You don't have to ask me for permission. The only thing is though, if you take her, make sure to be responsible for her.
This is true. I mean, Ari also has a good point of, he could just be helping her and giving her a job.
That too. So that's what I say. That's why I'm asking
We're
Atlas.
leaping
That's why
to assumptions.
that's why I asked Alex to keep an eye out for him so we can ask him when we spot him because like we don't know anything really.
Yeah, we know nothing at the moment.
These are not the droids you are looking for. I love how we all jump to conclusion and now RE is just the one is like, oh yeah, what if this is a job that he gave her just to help her out? We're like,
What if
oh
he just
shit,
needs someone
yeah,
to help at the bar?
yeah. We're just like, ah shit, yeah. What if he's helping her?
What if she's helping him and he just needs he just truly needs someone to help at the bar?
Yeah, but if that was true, why would he get her? There's plenty of other people out there that
Hey, we
locals
don't know how
too.
many people are in this place.
It's a port town.
Okay, yeah, but also like maybe
It's a port
maybe
town.
he's not a
People are
very good
coming and
manager.
going nonstop.
Okay, but maybe he's not a very good manager, so he needs someone brand new so he can train them to the way that he wants things done.
This is one of only two inns in this whole entire port town.
Yeah, again, maybe he's not a very good manager.
This is supposedly the better one out of the
Please.
two inns. Alice, don't worry, I already asked these questions ahead of time to
Yeah.
Lyric. I got the answers. When we first got there, he gave me a hard time. I was just like, "Is there another inn? Yeah, it's another one, but it's the shittier one. Really, this is the best one? Yeah. Damn. So, yeah, no, don't worry. I've already asked the questions. I've already gotten the answers. They're sad answers, but they're answers.
The sad, sad answers.
It's a sad world.
Ooh.
Big.
Oh, I just hit ick.
Big.
No, sorry. I just read what Owen and RE are telling us. It's just like, oh, okay. So like we all agreed to not jump to conclusions yet, and we'll ask for questions. Well, English. We'll ask for answers first. There we go.
Yes, people. Well, ask Francis first.
All right, now the main point of topic that I was getting you guys here for. Do we stay or do we go?
Do I stay or do I go?
That is the consensus right now. Do we stay in this town or do we move on to the next one soon? Because we've already done two bounties here. We got some money for traveling, so we can get maybe some supplies to survive off of for the rest of the week or whatever the travel time is. Uh,
You still have the one bounty, remember?
yeah, well,
Oh
technically
yeah, we
two.
should finish with that bounty.
Yeah, but I mean the specific one.
Oh, you mean the
The one I told you was plot.
Oh yeah,
Like main plot.
yeah, yeah. Well, like I said,
We
I'm
should
keeping that
probably
one.
do that
I'm
first.
keeping that
Yeah.
on hold for now. I want to explore the world before we do the main plot. No, I'm kidding. I'm
A
trying
la
to dive into
Skyrim
a
style.
10-year campaign.
Hey, I'm fine with that. You guys show up for 10 years, I will DM for 10 years.
See, you don't understand, Eric. I will show up for 10 years. I don't know about the others, but I will.
Yes. I'm down to clown.
Well, that's where we ask the shop owner what the hell's happening. Because if she isn't here for, if she isn't here for his, of his benefit, then yeah, we'll step in and take her. But, or find a safer place for her. Not take her, but find a safer place. If not, then more than likely the innkeeper has a way to protect us.
This is true.
Like I said, this is one of two inns in this whole entire port town for some reason.
Yeah, I doubt it's gonna be like a bad place.
Yeah, and so if it's been alive for if it's well how long we've been here for at least a week now, and we haven't had an issue here, I'd say it's
Yeah,
pretty
I
good
reckon.
so far.
I'd say so.
Haven't had an issue, you say, the day after you dismantle an entire slavery rig in the port.
Hey, it's not the fault of the
Hey,
inn.
hey, all I'm gonna say is we haven't been questioned by guards, we haven't been arrested, thrown in jail, or anything of the sort.
Exactly. It was only.
We are
You
still
know what?
considered
I only
walking around
shish kebab
free.
one person.
Yeah, so all I gotta say is nothing bad has happened to us, and no kind of infights or crazy shits happening at the inn or at the front of the inn. We've been walking in and out, freely doing missions and everything left and right, and we've been left alone. So I'm just saying, for roughly about a week now, we've done some shit. We've been in this town, and nothing's happened at the inn yet. I'm just saying, it's pretty safe.
The inn's pretty safe considering.
You're still
Considering what
missing
we've done,
teeth!
and nothing's hit us yet. Like, I'm just saying here.
Yeah, I understand.
So the question now is just, where's the innkeeper and the I need a group consensus here of do we stay, and if we staying, how much longer, and or if we are going, how much supplies are we estimating we're going to need? Because I have to go buy a whole bunch of other stuff too. Because I'm gonna need to buy a freaking cart. I'm gonna need to go buy we already have the pooler. So we need to buy a cart for, I guess, all of us to ride on, or just to at least pull the materials. If we carry, like I said, depending on how much we need to travel, but it will. Yeah, no, trust me, Owen, I do too.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this is considered safer than where we're gonna go,
That's not hard.
and that's subjectively just out there because of all the shit that's happened to us recently. Slave traders, house disappearing, fucking spider arachnomancer,
Figured
fucking
it
crazy ass frog. I came back just to find out that we got a talking donkey, and apparently REA and two other people slayed the wife. So I'm just saying, out of everything that I've personally witnessed that we've gone through, oh, also the Marquise party, I consider this subjectively safer than us.
Atlas doesn't react to all at them saying that they killed Agnes.
Well, just considering that was the wife of Avery, I'm guessing. And he already said that she was horrible. I'm just going, oh yeah, fair enough.
I'm gonna turn to you and go, oh, so you heard about that? Good. Yeah. Apparently 3 of our party members murdered the wife. Apparently she was, I don't know, but yeah.
He
But
says
yeah.
she was an
So
asshole. You
I
guys
don't know.
killed her, so I'm gonna go with she was probably an
Okay,
asshole.
I'm sorry. I have yet to still attack anyone on this so-called trip. I don't get why all you guys are so aggressive for. Like, why are you just attacking random people for?
Oh, how on earth have you not? No, no, no. You have been involved in combat. No, no, no.
I've been involved in combat, but I never actually hit anyone. I have
No.
yet to actually roll my damage dice, Alice. You have to understand. I have yet to ever roll my damage dice. I have never once rolled damage dice.
No.
Yeah. Think about it, Alice.
Okay.
Every time
Okay,
we
Miss
fight, I'm
Atlas.
always supporting. I've never once thrown a hit. I've tried and I missed.
A bad a miss. A bad a miss.
I'm glad we had
And it
the
was on
same
the
thought.
Again, a miss.
And this
and
went
that
on
was
for
on the
several
Marquise.
hours.
Yeah, that was on the Marquise. I tried to fight, swung, miss. I tried to fight other people, swung and miss. So I've never once rolled damage dice. I've rolled to hit. I've rolled a chance to hit. Never succeeded. I've never once rolled my damage dice.
Swung and I missed. And I swung again and I missed.
So you have to understand, Alice. I've never once technically hit anyone. Y'all just murdering people. I haven't even hit anyone.
Yeah, no,
So,
Arya's right. Attempted assault and attempted murder. You don't have to succeed.
but you have to. But as I turn to RA and go,
Also,
well, you have to understand
that's
though.
still jail time.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong, but it's less than yours. I'll get out first.
Okay, of course I'm gonna be the of course I'm gonna be the last person to get out. I shish kebabbed the dude in public.
Yeah, and I don't know why.
He was getting in the way and he wasn't answering things.
Okay, hold a damn second. He had a goddamn, what was it? A pike javelin through
Javelin.
both legs. We were
Kebabbed.
twisting it.
He should have answered.
He did answer you. He just
Not
screamed
well.
at you because that was an answer he could give you.
He should have done better.
You know what? Come here. Let me stab your hand, twist the blade, and see if you can answer one of my questions.
Do it. Do it. I put my hand down in front of him. On the table. Rolled a frickin' hit.
Can I?
Yeah, I support PvP in D&D.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do your worst.
Too
Well,
bad
let's
our
see what we
bard's
can
not
do.
here to give you guys inspiration.
See, this is why I normally play support, but just because this campaign I wanted to try DPS, I should have stuck to my usual. I should have stuck to my usual. Damn it all. All right, let's see. So okay. Ha! I don't hit you for shit. We're playing the Russian knife game.
Yeah, I'm about to say, so you stab right between my fingers?
Yeah, I'm stabbing between your fingers. We're playing the Russian knife game.
Here, let me show you how it's done.
Are you gonna stab my hand?
Yep. Alright, what would it be? It'll be a plus, what do we get for actions?
Sorry, what's the question?
I'm just looking at what I would need to roll, that's all.
Well, consider we're using a dagger to stab into each other's hands.
It would just roll a hit. Just use your AC.
Yeah.
That misses.
So I also stab him between your hands.
Huh.
Guess that didn't work.
So do we want to continue this until one of us stabs, or should we just call it here?
Call it here.
Truce?
Cheers.
Alright. I just pull my dagger up and move it and put it back. It's just like... Anyway, but yeah, consensus of either we stay
Anyway.
or boogie. Yeah, it's like, anyway, do either stay or go. Like, what's the group's... I need y'all, y'all opinion on this too.
I would much rather wait until the barkeep is back so we can discuss the barkeep terms. But
Yeah,
also, I'm
so
more than willing to dip just due to the fact that the barkeep is beginning to recognize who we are, and so if things do get out of hand, he'd be able to pinpoint where we were. And I'd much rather be able to get out of Dodge.
And I'll say this much: the innkeeper is not necessarily clean himself.
That's true as well.
I don't think he really wants to risk too much. And of course, with the way the town's been recently, I don't really think people are gonna worry too much about us.
Also true.
Considering what we did at the port, what we did at the port center with the priest, considering also what we did outside the town, also with the mage and the house disappearing, as well as all those frogs. I don't know.
I think they have bigger things to deal with.
Yeah, as well as considering that when we got here, they had an arachnomancer just chilling outside.
Yeah.
I think they got bigger fish to fry. As well as I pull the dragon scroll, or the freaking dragon bounty. This thing too. Or wyvern, sorry. Not dragon, wyvern.
Sorry, what now? Because remember, my guy's been gone, so he
Oh
hasn't...
yeah, Alice, I forgot. I slapped two posters, like two wanted posters down. This is what we're going for today. As I slide over the giant jellyfish thingamajigger,
Flumph.
the flumph. As I then go, that's what we're doing today. This is a maybe. As I kind of like slide over the wyvern poster of you just read wyvern wanted for some sort of thing. I don't know.
Wyvern.
Was it
For eating
was
livestock.
it was it
For eating livestock.
eating livestock? Sorry, was it kill or remove?
Eradicate.
Sorry, yeah, eradicate wyverns. I was like, yeah,
Unalive.
this is something that we may or may not do, but this thing, as I kind of hold up, like as I kind of push forward the flump thing, sounds like it might be easier. Hence the bounty on it, which is I think what was it like? How much was it again?
350, I think.
350.
That's
Okay.
not bad. That's 350 that we could use.
Each.
Ooh.
Yeah. So like I said, the dragon, the wyvern one's a bit more as I kind of push him that one. I don't remember how much that one was either.
That's some money we could use.
This one's a bit more, but unless you want to go, die in a blazing hell of glory, I think I'm gonna go for this flump thing.
I mean, neither sounds that bad. So I say the flump first, and then see what we can do.
If we have time, go for the wyvern.
Yeah, you know, just casually.
Flumpkin, frumpkin.
Yeah. We're gonna flump them up.
Yeah, so, while
Why
you
does it
guys are
seem dirty
discussing
after
this, not the Tavern Keep, but the Tavern Keep's boyfriend, who you would recognize because
Ooh.
you've been here for a week, um, appears. And
Hey, no.
Yo, Mr. Man.
Oh my god.
We
He's
need
Irish.
your boy.
He's Irish.
Oh no, he's German but speaking English.
Oh damn.
So
Oh my
you
god, it is
hold
German.
Mr. Man. We
Oh,
need
no.
your boy. We need your man toy. Where be the? Where he be?
oh, you're
Where is
actually
your
talking to him
mantoy?
that way? Like in character, you're actually speaking to him with that accent?
Yes, yes.
Oh, he kind of looks at you like he's not sure why you're all of a sudden trying to be someone else, but he decides he's not going to address that and he's just going to answer your question and move on. He says, with
Just you know what?
kind of like a little shrug, he goes, I don't know. He was supposed to be going to market today to get some supplies for the rest of the week. He might be tied up there.
Oh, thank you. And
Yeah.
where is the market?
The
Okay, okay. I'll
port?
show him
You've
that. Thank you
been
for the
here a
answers.
week?
It's okay. I'll handle that. Thank you for the answers. We'll
Thank
go by
you.
and make sure he's okay. Okay. Come on, you. Let's go find your boy toy. As I
Oh
look at
yeah.
Alice.
Ooh.
Oh my God, Alice, you kill me.
So
Okay.
a long few years ago, I worked on the musical Cabaret, which is set in Germany in a strip club. So
Yeah, for a second I thought you said you were the voice actor for the Three Little Pigs in Shrek. I was gonna flip right there. I was like, that's pretty similar. So I was like, damn.
you know, I'll take it. I would. Oh, imagine being the Three Little Pigs in Shrek.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh hell yeah! Das Beerboot music video featuring
Und
Hans
ja,
Beerboot.
Shrek.
Oh yeah, Shrek. Oh yeah, Goku. Goku senpai.
Go Goku. Goku.
Goku.
Anyway, so yeah, with that,
Anyway, moving on.
so I have to turn to the group. You guys want to wait here, go do the mission first, or go find the innkeeper at the market and hope we, don't miss a 3 foot short gnome?
I mean, I'll keep an eye, but like I might accidentally step on him. Um,
It might be me you're stepping on though.
yeah, well, potato, potato. Uh,
Tomato, tomato.
it's a tomato. I'm just a potato.
Fievel, don't give me that look like you're done with my shit. I'm done with your shit. Stop this.
Is that the cat by any chance?
That's the kitten, yeah.
Yep. Just no.
Shay just
Don't
gave
do
you
this
that
to
look
me.
of give you that look of I'm done with your shit, girl. You no, you done.
He does though. Let me show you.
The judgy eyes from the cat. So, group, what's our census here for the next part? Go
I
to the
see.
market, go do our job for the flump, or wait here.
I see. You know what? We'll go do our job because you know what? The flump is out there, and the dude's just gone to market. I reckon it'll be fine. I I don't imagine
Cat,
anything.
the cat is typing.
About it, the cat is definitely typing. Lyric has now been replaced by the kitten. Well,
You
That's
really
okay.
think we wouldn't mind getting replaced by a kitten DM?
We used to have a
roll for
D&D cat.
scratches.
We used to
Roll
have
for
a D&D
scratches,
cat.
knocks a 20. Oh my god, yes.
We did. We had a D&D cat, and whenever he blessed the stream with his presence and meowed into my microphone, everyone got an inspiration.
nice. I'm here for it.
Technically, he swatted the mic. Can we get a point of inspiration from that?
He's done that twice, so yeah, 2 hours of inspiration for Fievel swatting the mic.
Yeah!
Nice.
In memory of Mercutio, the original D&D cat.
Let's go!
Heyo.
Our new good luck, keep swatting the mic! What I actually want to do is possibly get a cat of my own and get one of those giant D20 pillows.
Oh, and let the cat roll it.
Mm-hmm. Either the
Nice.
cat sleeps on it, or whenever it wants to, it'll swat it and roll it.
Put catnip in it. That
So, I
cat
mean,
will never put it down.
you're telling me you wouldn't mind playing on a table where in the center of the table there's a giant D20 pillow with a cat on it sleeping?
Love that.
You're telling me you wouldn't be at that table at that second just staring at the cat the whole entire game?
You're waiting for him to do something.
Heck yeah! He wakes up, looks at you, and goes back to sleep.
Oh, a dream.
I knew it. I felt that instantly, like, oh, my heart connected. Ooh, this cat is typing up a storm.
Yeah.
Plus 99990 5888888. Holy crud.
33333.
No, 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 no. Sixes wherever, slashes, twos, then one.
2!
1.
2!
And then, of course, Leroy Jenkins.
So anyway, yeah, what do? What do?
I don't know. I'm still waiting for our other two party members to actually help join in on this. They just kind of went AFK on me, so I don't
No,
know.
I'm here. I'm here.
No, not you. I said the other two.
Okay.
The ones that are muted and usually text, so I'm just waiting for them to
Yeah.
text reply. I'm just like, where's the text? I haven't seen anything, so I'm just like, okay, waiting.
So I'm still trying to grasp fully what happened.
Okay, where are you lost?
I mean, I stopped being able to follow as soon as we started talking to the guy in a funny German accent.
You know, that's fair. That's fair.
That's very fair.
I can't even fault you on that yet. Yeah.
Okay, so the main thing right now is we kind of decided to stay inside the town for a little bit longer, so that's agreed. The thing now we're just agreeing on is whether to A, chase the innkeeper to the market and hopefully catch him at the market. B, go do the flump bounty, so go kill those flump things. Or C, just stay at the inn and wait for the innkeeper to return. So those are kind of our options of what we want to do right now.
I mean, splitting up the party would be effective in this situation,
Also, that's
but
splitting up the party.
yeah, exactly. It's like
Well,
if
it
they had,
depends on what type of splitting we're doing. If we're going to the market and doing the flump, then that's going to be a little hectic but possible. If we're doing the inn and the flump or inn and market, that's also still possible. The only main issue is between the market and the flump. That's going to be between Lyric as a DM to see if she can jump back and forth, and she can do it, her style. But if not, then like I said, it's up to you guys in the DM to decide how you guys want to do this. That's why I open this up to you in the group. The group decides. We'll stay together as a group or split up. Your choice.
I'm gonna go with go together is probably our best bet.
Okay. I'm down for that.
market, do we even need like what is what is it that we're trying to get there?
Well, as REA stated, she wants, or sorry, he wants to go get food for his pets or stock up on food. As well as like I said, if we plan to move to the next town anytime soon, I need to go buy a cart, and then we need to go buy supplies for the journey there, because we don't know for sure how long the journey will be to the next town, especially if we plan to avoid the major town we were trying to avoid in the first place, and like I said, how much camping out we're going to be doing. So we need to prepare for that. If not that, then like I said, just try to run into the gnome keeper and ask him about the lady.
What are your intentions?
Which of course is one of our main objectives. The other thing is we go kill the flumps for gold, because well we're gonna need traveling fee.
Here's the thing. I think if we kill the flump first, because then that way we have money to be able to get supplies with. That's the thing. Because supplies cost money, whether we want them to or not.
Well, here's my 2 cents, at least for as a merchant, as my character. My 2 cents would be, ideally we want to go kill the flumps for money, and then we return back to the inn, because from what we've heard from the so-called lover of the innkeeper, he went to the market to go buy things. So that means he's going to have to return here. The question just is when we return, whether will he be here, or has something else happened? Because the thing is, I find him disappearing a little bit sus.
It's also still well, it's actually 4 o'clock, so actually he should have done the shop already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I find his disappearance right now a little bit sus. So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't mind going to look for him, but I feel like we're gonna be just looking in empty areas. I feel the better idea would be to go to the flump, get that, so we can also get the bounty. And if he happens to be here when we get back, we could question him then. And then if we need to, we could go tomorrow or later for the supply stuff at the market.
Hmm.
But like I said, that's my 2 cents. If you guys have a different idea, go for it.
No, I'm with you on that.
What say you two?
Hmm. Well, if we did the market first, then it would probably be better because then we would be able to leave the rest of our party like with I mean like our non-player characters like with enough supplies in case we're like gone for longer than we might expect. Right?
Well, I will say that me and Zarok, or sorry, not me and Zarok, me and Atlas should have that covered very well. Because while we were uh, coming to this town, we happened to stock up on a lot of rations.
Well, in that case, then the market might not even be necessary,
Well, me, Atlas, technically foolproof, have a lot of rations, or at least a decent amount. I still have about 18 or so. I believe Atlas should have over 20, or whatever amount it is. So we have a decent amount for at least the NPCs to survive here. We would need to buy more for the long trip, because like I said, I don't necessarily know how long the trip will be, what the situations will run into, because
Yeah.
last time we were out there, a damn typhoon or tornado almost fucking hit us.
Yeah, that was a bad moment.
I don't know about you, but I don't want to be camping and all of a sudden a tornado hits us, and we're not prepared, or we don't have supplies to survive, longer than we need to. So, like I said, I would prefer to buy supplies and prep for everything just in case. But at the same time, the question is just how much money do we have, or you have, to buy supplies? And if we need money, then it's best for us to go get the money first.
Have 94 gold. So
Yeah.
not nothing, but like
Thankfully, I got a little bit, so I have 385.
yeah,
So, I have some spending, but
yeah,
I don't think it's going to be enough for the whole entire group, and I don't know how much you guys have. So, I believe REA should have a decent amount with, because RE was with
yeah.
me last campaign. I don't remember, Owen, how much you have off the top of my head, and Alex just told me his.
Hang on, let me pull up the character sheet.
And like I said, I'm just trying to get a rough estimate of how much gold we should roughly have, so we can estimate how much supplies we should about roughly get if we were to go, because everything in this world only technically costs gold.
90.
Or
90.
services.
Okay, yeah.
Gold or services.
Yeah, gold or services, yeah. So, and I don't know how much more services we want to keep doing. So, yeah, so we have roughly about almost, I say, like 700, 800 at best, I'd say. So, yeah. I don't know how much of that we'll be able to buy supplies for everything, but I suggest we probably go get more money somehow.
Suggest it.
I could do some things and start, selling things. I could be selling leather crafting, metalworking, alcohol. I could be selling a lot of things if just give me some time to be a merchant. But I would need, you guys to secure the supplies for me.
I mean, if you wanted to be doing merchant stuff, then maybe a quest wasn't right for you.
Oh, you have to understand. I don't, like I said, as a merchant either way, I'm gonna need a starting fund. So I'm gonna have to do some sort of odd jobs to get money first before I even start my own company. So that's what I'm working on right now. Is I've been saving up money to get my own company. I'm a starting merchant.
Will help you become a good merchant.
So whether I become a merchant in with the group, or I become a merchant later in my life after the group, we will see. Because I'm noticing that we need more of a different type of person than what my character can give.
Yes.
I might have to finish off my character pretty quickly. Zarok, I will love you forever. Grapple the guy and jump off a cliff.
Just no. Goodbye.
Lyric's just like, no, DM bullshit. He lives. What?
Why?
Why? I want him to die. No, he gets to live. Damn it!
No, let me tell you even better than that is to just like, instead of grappling a guy off the cliff, just do kick like 300, just like there's this Sparta, and just kick him off.
You have to understand, I can't necessarily do that. I'm 3 foot. I'm
Yeah,
three
kick him in the
foot.
shins. Kick him in the back of the kick him
I,
right of the knees. It's fine.
I wouldn't necessarily kick him back. I just bend his knee the other way.
Yikes.
So I don't know if he would fall back or just fall to the floor screaming in pure agony. Oh my
End it like
god.
back.
Oh my. Ooh. Haven't heard that in a hot minute.
Yeah.
But yes. So like I said, still group consensus here. I still don't know what what the group wants to do. So I'm still just waiting for the group's decision.
Again, I'm good to just go and kill the Floomph.
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be fine.
Okay, so group agrees for what? Flump or
Yeah, I'd say Floomph.
flump? Okay. Flump it is. Who knows, Ari? Or who knows, Ari? You might even get a flump. You can call it a flumpa. Flumpa.
Fluffalumph.
No. What was the giant elephant on Sesame Street called again?
Snuffleupagus.
That was it, yeah. Snuffleupagus. We call him a Flumpaupagus. Okay, so let's go get you a flump. Never thought I'd be collecting from zoo. Alright. So, I guess the group decides to go for the flump. Let's head to the flump. Where is flump?
Flump is
Well, I mean,
outside
it's not
town.
saying the wanted poster.
Where does it state on wanted poster? Well, where exactly flump is, or where to meet for information of flump?
It is just outside town in the farmlands where you found Avery.
Okay. As I'm gonna look to Avery and go, hey Avery, we're gonna go back to those fields. If you wanna come, go. You go tag along. If not, we'll see you in a minute.
Avery kind of shouts back, "What are you going back there for?
Job.
What kind of job?"
Taking care of something called a flump.
Protecting
Oh,
something.
I know where that is.
Oh, like I said, if you wanna come along, you're welcome to tag along. If you wanna not go back there, you could stay here.
Uh, I don't know what I want to do now. But I can show you where that is. I know where it is.
Well, do you wanna show us where it is? Like, you're more than happy to lead us if you wanna do it. But like I said,
Uh,
that's not necessarily a place I thought you want to go back to, since that is kind of where your wife and you were, you know, found. So I wouldn't say
uh,
that necessarily holds good memories, unless like I said you don't mind going back there. Then we can, like I said, you can lead us. If not, you're more than welcome to stay here. We'll be fine.
which one would be more helpful?
Either or. If we have a guide, we don't have to ask for directions. If we don't have a guide, we'll just ask for directions.
Okay. Well, you're not helping me decide here.
You know, the funny thing is, I'm not trying to help you decide because I want you to decide for yourself. I have to say this: you are technically a free man or free donkey. You can make your own decisions right now because technically, you have yet to really be hired by me because technically you're still trying to repay your debt to her, or sorry, him. My bad. Still trying to pay your debt to him and the others who saved your life. And like I said, technically you are a free donkey. We just paid for your room for the night, and you are still a free donkey. So you can make your own decision. You are your own person.
Uh, I don't know what to do with myself.
When you give people free will and they still don't want to use it, oh, it hurts. They complain saying, "Free us, free us." Okay, you're freed. What do we do now? Mother of! What was the point of me saving you? Oh,
uh,
excuse my outburst.
but I can be helpful. I can be helpful. I think. I hope.
Well, how about this? I really don't know. Fuck it. Uh,
Just give him an answer, yes or no.
really don't want to. I really want to see what the donkey wants to do. It's
The
like the
donkey
judge's
just wants to be
character.
helpful.
Yeah, I know. But he's not helping me. That's the thing. He wants to be helpful, but it's not helping me. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna look to Atlas. Atlas, you decide for him. I'm gonna turn and walk. I'm gonna walk towards the door to head out the end. To start heading towards the flumps.
You stay here. We'll figure ourselves out.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah,
I still have to pay you back for those carrots and that
That's
really
okay.
yummy blue apple.
yeah, that's okay.
But
Look.
those are expensive.
Okay, Avery. We're gonna go beat up the floof, and then I'll come back, get you another
Why
one
would
of
you
those.
beat him up?
Well, we're gonna not gonna necessarily beat him up, but we're gonna make sure that he doesn't destroy anything.
What?
And
You just said we'll beat him up.
am I confusing the wyvern with the flump?
I,
I think so.
how would I know?
Yeah. Sorry. No, we're not gonna do anything to the flump. We're just gonna go meet up with the flump. Sorry, we have another contract to beat something up, and it's not the. It's a wyvern because it's destroying crops and killing people.
But I've met that guy. He's not that bad. Why would you beat him up?
Wait, you've met the wyvern? What?
Well, no, the flump. I mean, wyvern. There's a wyvern. That sounds exciting.
No, not gonna do anything to the flump. Flump is fine. We are just meeting up with the flump to
Oh,
help the
okay.
flump.
Okay.
I
That
just got
guy's
my
not
contract
bad.
and stuff.
He's
Yeah,
not
no,
bad.
flump is good.
Hold a
He's
second.
kind of squeaky, but he's okay.
Well, hold a second, because you just said something that caught my attention. You could speak to it.
Well, yeah, I'm a talking donkey.
Yeah, but doesn't mean you know flump.
Well, that doesn't mean that you speak whatever we're speaking.
I'm speaking common.
Okay? And I'm speaking donkey
Actually, you're speaking common,
as a donkey,
but still common.
but I'm a donkey
Yeah, and you're still building.
Congratulations, you're still speaking common.
as a donkey. So I'm speaking donkey
No, you are speaking common. Just how like I am technically a gnome, but I'm speaking common.
as a gnome. So you're speaking gnomish.
No.
No.
See, go highly no yon go highly no. Jo go highly no kachipo go high. Ne. Kachipo go high no eh. But when I speak common, you understand me.
That was impressive.
Well, you have to say I am Asian, so I just switched to my native dialect.
I was gonna say that's a real
That's
language. That he didn't just bullshit that.
no,
Yeah,
no,
like
I know.
that's my native dialect.
Yeah, no, I was like, damn, like that just code switch right there. That's all.
Oh, you mean that smooth transaction between both languages?
It was the smooth translation.
But yeah, so see, if I was to speak Gnomish, you won't understand me. But when I speak Common, you understand me.
But I
So when you
understood
speak,
that.
then what did I say?
Well, you said. Okay, so Lyric doesn't understand what you said. Lyric doesn't understand what you said, but Avery does. So now we're at an impasse.
See, Steve, this is how you stop the DMs. For those who understand me in stream, do not do not spoil the translation. But yes. Okay, that's fine. So the donkey speaks gnome.
There's
Either that,
a little more
either
going on
that, or
here.
he has a comprehend languages casted upon him. His lyrics just like, damn it, he guessed it.
Nah.
Well, good to know then. At least you know how to talk to it. Well, then I guess we have our translator. Guess you are coming along. Let's go.
Oh, I can be useful?
Well, if you can speak to it, none of us can, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Unless it speaks common too, then that'll save us time. But since it seems like you understand almost any and every language, you should be fine.
Also, it's worth noting that Fee has not shrieked during any of this at all.
Okay.
I almost forgot that Fee was standing right next to us. Or sitting or whatever. I forgot about that. Okay, so with that, yeah, I was kind of looking at him, like, all right, so we got our crew. Let's go get them.
Let's go do it.
We head to the flump.
We head to the flump.
All right. So it takes you a while to get there, about an hour's walk, and so you get there, and the flump is. So Avery leads you to this like giant field. It's one of the few fields that's in this area that hasn't been flooded and previously taken over by the giant frogs. And so uh, this particular one happens to be a cornfield, and so very low visibility once you get past the edge where the field has started to grow. And so there's lots of green, and there's tiny little rustling somewhere in, you can hear it, but you can't see where it is, somewhere in the cornfield. Remember, there's almost no wind today, so there would be no reason for it to be moving unless there was something in it.
So, Aria, or sorry, not Aria, Avery. So many A's. Avery, would you happen to know how to call the flump out?
Yeah, I think. And,
Please try.
he just shouts, "Little Flump! Little Flump!"
I could just imagine Lyric pulling he calls out little flump, but you see a giant flump appear out of nowhere.
And, you should
As
have
big as
seen,
Behemoth.
you should have seen the look that Fievel gave me whenever I made that high-pitched sound.
No, I knew for a fact that cats would have looked at you.
And, so anyway, so it takes a couple of minutes before you get an answer, and the rustling that you can hear starts getting slightly louder and slightly louder as it's obviously coming towards you, and this little flump breaks through the corn, and he comes out. And of course it's a little floating thing, so he floats over to Avery. There's some kind of like noises. Yeah.
So it sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher.
Yeah, or any of the adults in the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah,
Nice. Nice.
I love it.
Yeah. So, what do, friends?
Well, can we understand them? Or can we get Avery to translate it for us?
That's
Hang
up
on,
to
do we
Avery.
have to kill it? Like, was the requirement to kill it?
No,
Said
it was just
remove,
as
not kill.
yeah.
I mean, does anybody have like a spell or some kind of thing that just teleports it somewhere else, and then we just job finished?
Well, how about let's figure out why it's here in the first place? Because I don't want to assume that it'd be here if people want to remove it all of a sudden. Like it was native here, unless of course it is native and now these people are being, the worst people on Earth. So let's find out. Avery, can you ask it? why it's here, or why these people wanted to be removed?
Oh, I don't have to ask it. I already know the answer to that.
Oh, okay. Then
What's
please
the
do
answer?
enlighten us.
Yeah. So he's hungry, and he keeps eating their crops, and they're mad, and they want him to go away, but they're not giving him food, so he has to keep eating crops.
Were
What does
they supposed to give him food?
Well, he lived with someone before, but they died.
So he was a pet, and the owner died, so no one took care of him anymore. I'm guessing.
Yeah, 'cause the farmers around here think he's gross, 'cause his little, what are those called? A pen,
appendages?
Tentacles.
sure.
Yes, they would use appendages, but tentacles were faster.
Yeah.
Okay, so hey, REA, you want another pet? The one time I offer her something, or him, that something he really wants. I don't think he's here. I don't think he's here. Damn.
Elf!
Elf, if you don't answer me for the next minute or two, I'm gonna kill the flump.
Just answer me or it dies.
Basically,
That's a terrible
do some
hostage
sort of sign you
situation.
alive or it dies.
Well, we don't know what's going on over there, so that might not
True.
be fair.
True. Hopefully, Elf, okay.
So my dog is shedding his winter coat, and so I just pulled like a whole clump of fur off of him and threw it on Fievel's face, and you should see the look. Like, you dare disrespect me today on the day of my daughter's wedding?
How could you? My grandmama, she baked you cannoli. You broke bread with us.
I've actually never seen that movie.
Trust me, I haven't either. I just know that line.
Seen it once.
Sad thing is, I'm admitting to this, which I really shouldn't be, but yeah, I've never officially actually watched that video or watched that movie. Just know that line.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so, assuming that REA wants the flump, what to do?
Kill it.
I
We
mean,
could just...
No, if she wants it, then I'm more than happy to give it to it after we
He?
figure out what it. Yes, it. I don't know. Give the flump to him. Whenever we can give, whenever Arya comes back, we'll give him the flump and we'll figure out what the flump eats. Then once we figure out what the flump
oh,
eats,
so
we
if we
can go
what
stock up
crops
on
they're growing,
those.
again, the flunk is eating the crops, so if we look at what crops they're growing, that's fine.
Yeah, but it's more like it didn't really have an option but to eat it because we don't really know what it eats. Actually, better let's figure it out. Avery, can you figure out what the flump eats? Like, what does it actually eat? What does it normally consume
Well,
outside of
anything.
just these crops?
They like veggies, um, and fruits, and he mumbles something to it, and you can hear it go,
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I
back.
gotta go take care of some chores right quick.
No problem.
Alrighty.
And you can hear it go, back. And so he goes, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, yeah, cool. Uh-huh.
Oh, really? Turns to me, eats gnomes. No.
He's gonna eat you specifically.
First. um, and So Avery informs you that it eats pretty much everything that a human could eat, up to and including cooked food. They really just eat anything that they can find. The more they eat, the bigger they get, which is also part of the problem with the farmers and everything, because the more they eat, the bigger they get. The bigger they get, the more they have to eat.
Oh, really? Huh.
He says his owner previously used to have him on a very strict diet so that he never got above a certain size, but never got too small either.
No, that's understandable. Now I also question though is just what happens when you get really big?
Well, uh, let me ask.
Oh,
And so he does, and back, and so he says, oh, well, he pops.
okay, like pops, or like pops and becomes something new.
You know, like when you fill water skin with too much water, it
Yeah.
pops.
Oh.
So you can get big, but you don't. But you shouldn't be getting big. You should just be at a certain size limit. Okay.
Yeah.
But now he doesn't have an owner, so there's no one to teach him self-control. So he just eats when he's hungry, and then gets bigger, and eats more because he's bigger and needs more food. And
I was a bit afraid that he was a gluttonous, insatiable hunger kind of thing. I was like, shit.
Well, just Arya, then Arya will look after him and stop him from being quite a gluttonous.
Yeah, like I know RE will keep that shit locked down, so that I will. That's good. I'm gonna look at the flop, look at Donkey and go, okay, can you ask him what it can do? Like, if it was attacked, how would it defend itself?
he can't.
He can't. Is it that he can't or he doesn't know how to?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Okay, that's understood. So he's not a defensive pet. He's more of a very much house pet.
Well, this one's a baby.
How long ago did your owner die?
Oh, 6 weeks ago.
Huh? Who's your owner?
Uh, they don't know their name.
You know what they
Okay.
look like?
I don't know if it's gonna help us if he already died.
Mm.
Well, like I said, if if REA doesn't mind holding on or taking care of you and wants you, then you're more than welcome to tag along with REA. If not, then well, I don't necessarily mind taking you along either. Just we'll see what happens. But for the most part, REA, are you there? That would be a no. That's what that is. That's a no.
That was a bit still a no.
Oh, that's very interesting. Man, I feel like I'm talking to myself. Uh,
Kind of are.
Because for all intents and purposes, you are.
um,
April Fools, you are.
Avery turns back to you guys and says, so it might be a little more complicated than that. Um, if
Mm-hmm.
RAA wants to keep the Flumph, they have to they have to make a contract.
That's okay.
Oh, that's even better. You don't
So
understand. What is your name?
mm, me, the donkey?
No.
The
Flump,
flump.
flump, 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 flump.
Oh, spaghetti.
Okay. Well then,
Yeah.
spaghetti. Um, REA here doesn't really have any creatures that has yet to be contracted with her or with him, so you could be his first.
Uh, well, so He says that he's actually a familiar, but he got stuck here after his previous master died. Um, so they have a contract, but something kept him from going back.
Okay.
The you have to understand one thing, Lyric. This is out of game. That's a lot of complications with that.
Yeah, 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 I know.
Ooh, you playing into a very sketchy area. I like it. Alrighty. So with that, let's look at him and go, okay, so you're forced here. Great. I know nothing about familiar, so I wouldn't necessarily know this in games, so I'm screwed. Wait, hold a second. Atlas, you have a familiar. Shouldn't you know about this more than me?
Yeah, but like, I didn't have to form a contract. He kind of just appeared. Like when I
Shit!
like
Shit!
I became the type of paladin that I am, and then he kind of just appeared.
The
Damn it!
contract? The contract was really simple that he had before. He said that all he had to do, his master, all he had to do was feed him once in a while, keep him, regular size, the size he is now. Well, he's a little bigger than he should be. And then he would do chores.
Like I said, that's not what that's not what I was worried about. I was hoping to ask Atlas if his horse was contracted to figure out why he's sticking around, even though his contract or to the contract owner is passed on. So that would help us be able to kind of sort of slim down to why or what's happening.
Well, technically
But
Atlas is undead, so.
yeah, that too. So it doesn't really help us. Shit. Well, like I said, this is all on REA now.
What a time to disappear.
I know, right? Amazing timing. Holy crap. Okay, so with that, I'm assuming on the off chance that RE doesn't want the flump, uh, if we were to take it to the frogs and just have it travel with the frogs, would that be okay as well?
Probably.
I mean, you'd have to ask the Flumph.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, on the occasion that it doesn't, can we play out the scenario right now? If allowed, lyric. So like, in case RE comes back and goes, "Yeah, I don't want the flump," then we could just go with that scenario. But if we go with the flump, then we'll just go to where we're at back at the tavern collecting the bounty. Like I said, I don't want to just sit here and do nothing
Ooh,
for the next couple minutes.
Flumph does not want to go
Oh.
with the frogs.
Ooh. Oh no.
Shit. Okay, so I can't do that one.
Nope.
Atlas, help me think of a scenario we could do for the flump.
No. Because if he
Because
doesn't
like,
want to go along with the frogs, like.
Um, I have an idea, but I don't
Yeah.
know if you want like a DM input on this.
yeah, I'm about to say that the DM wants to give us the input. This could either be good or bad for us.
So, if you want to give it to a particularly mousy young woman who has no idea what she's doing,
See, that's a really bad idea.
is it though? She can feed it, and it can help
Can she
her.
though? I don't even think she can feed herself.
She doesn't have to eat. She said
That's the
so.
point. I don't think she's ever eaten. I don't think she knows what to give it. I don't
But,
think she knows what considered human food is.
but making her responsible for something else might make her responsible for herself. And besides, the flump can keep her out of trouble. It can keep her from walking into traffic or something.
Well, that's a possibility. Though I really don't. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what the best thing to do right now. Because like I said, I was hoping Ari was here so we could just get that done with. But since he has to go do things, it's not really, it's not his fault. But like I said, he got to go do things. He got to go do things.
RA
Now
is
we're just trying
probably
to figure
going
out.
to take it. We can play that scenario. RA will probably take
Yeah,
it.
no, like I understand that. Like more than likely, Arya's gonna go for it. But like I said, on the off chance, that very slight 2% that there is that margin of error, I want to make sure we have that part covered because I'm not willing to, or like, I don't want to try to jump ahead without her or without him and everyone else in the group. I know Owen's back. I saw him unmute.
Yeah, I just got back. Hey guys.
Look, Meek.
Yeah, so now I'm just waiting for REA to hopefully get back and let us know whether he wants the flump or not. That's what it reminds me of, the flumper dance from freaking Alice in Wonderland. That's what the word flump kept popping in my head and it sounded so familiar. The flumper dance from freaking Alice in Wonderland. That's what it was.
Flumfernutter.
Flumper nutter. Flumper nutter. But yeah, so Owen, help me out here. I'm trying to think of a possible scenario where we can take the little flump and move it somewhere else so that it can eat and grow as it sees fit without having to really bother the civilians.
Oh, you forgot the
tried-
important part of
Forgot
that
it.
information.
I tried offering it to or try saying that if it was okay to go with the frogs, doesn't want to. So now the other
What if
option.
we?
Okay.
What if we just put it in that same pocket dimension that we put the alchemist's house in?
Do you have a way to open up that pocket
What?
dimension? Because I don't have a way
Well,
to
how
open it.
did we do it the first time?
Because the
accidentally
alchemist
kinda-
had it booby trapped so that people couldn't steal his house.
Because
Then we go back to
one of
the
our
alchemist. We go back to the alchemist and we ask him how he did it. I'm sure he'll be very happy to see us.
you have to understand he's very traumatized by us.
I know, I was being sarcastic.
Or was it?
It's okay, Owen. I understood your sarcasm. It's okay.
Okay, so
Hooray.
the question just now is what do we do from here? Like I said, we might be able to get on that if we threaten the alchemist.
You forgot to fill Owen in on the important part of the information, though, about the contract.
You mean that we shouldn't overfeed it?
No, that the flump is a familiar. It's not just here for no reason.
That's a small detail he doesn't know. Kidding. Yeah, that flump is also familiar that its master died and it's still sticking around. Now, out of game, oh, and I don't know how much you know like of D&D stuff, but familiars that usually stick around are a little bit of a sticky situation as to why they stick around. So there's a lot of situations to why they stick around, but most of the situations are not good.
See.
I will tell
Yeah,
you, as a DM, I wanted this to be a wholesome situation, so if that helps your mental image of why it's sticking around.
okay, so we're pulling one of those loyal loyal pets. Okay. Woo! I was hoping we didn't go the other way. Oh, that's lucky.
Do you think a flump is capable of evil? Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Is capable of evil.
You have to understand, Lyric. The most innocent thing is capable of evil.
Oh, and we almost forgot to tell him the real most important thing. His name is Spaghetti.
What?
The
Yes,
flump.
a flump's name is Spaghetti.
Okay, but why though?
Do you know what a flump looks like?
No, I don't even know what that is.
It's
I
in
just
chat. It's in the session chat.
Hang on. Session chat. Ah, yes.
Yes,
Okay,
it
yeah,
looks
no,
it looks
that's
like a
understandable.
jellyfish.
That is understandable.
It looks like a jellyfish or one of those old like one of those Jamaican hats with the long dreads sticking out. But for some reason it not looks like now we'll call it spaghetti, so I'm down for that. I'm actually down for that.
Spaghetti.
they look like flying spaghetti monsters.
Oh my god, I could. Why do I already hear the meme coming out from REA? When people touch the flop, you touch my spaghetti.
You've been blessed by his noodly appendage.
Somebody touch my spaghetti.
But yeah, his name is Spaghetti.
But yeah, so like I said, the off chance that REA doesn't want this as a familiar or something, it's either one we kill it or two we find another place for it to exist.
Also, it's a familiar, so if you kill it, it's not like you kill it forever. You're just sending it back wherever it came from.
Yeah, but
Dangerous are these things? Like, if we try to kill it, would it put up a fight?
It is absolutely not dangerous at all. Not
it's a
only is
child.
it like, not only is it literally like the size of a cat's skull, but like they don't even have hit points. Like literally, its HP is a 2.
I'll tell you this right now. And it's also a child, so more than likely, even if we were to accidentally like just bump into it, we could probably pop it. Like it is that fragile. Think of it as a bubble.
Yeah.
REA's typing in chat.
Woo!
Ooh.
We was waiting for you.
Watch Ari just say, I can't come back to session. I gotta go." I'm gonna scream.
Well, if that is the case, you at least have to tell us if you want the flumph.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, flumph is yours,
Yeah.
but you have to sign familiar contract with it.
Yes. Flump is
It's just
familiar.
feeding it.
So you must create a familiar contract with it. Contract entails of you just feeding it.
And
I knew it.
yeah, so you feed it, and make sure you don't feed it too much, or it'll get too big and pop, like a balloon. Um, and that's your half of the contract, and it will pay you back by helping you with chores.
I just thought of the ultimate loop for that right now. Lyric that would
His name
destroy
is
your.
Spaghetti.
Oh yeah, name is spaghetti.
Yeah,
Lyric,
so
I found an infinite loop for that though.
infinite loop.
Yeah. So you see, you said that the Flump's contract is as long as you feed it, it'll help you do chores, right?
Yeah.
Well, here's my chore: to feed yourself and feed the other pets. See how that's an infinite loop right there?
Well, as long as you provide it the food in order for it to feed itself, technically you're fulfilling your part of the job. Because, I mean, the flumph is not asking you to put food in its mouth, it's just asking for it to be provided so that it doesn't have to end up in the situation it's in now.
See,
So,
so
you
infinite
know,
loop.
denotative, connotative. Yeah, anyway, so that's done. Now what?
Well, since we now know that RE is going to accept the Flump, we are heading back to the inn to collect our bounty. I forgot you said it was 130 per person.
Yes. And by the time you get back, the innkeeper is back.
Wow. 505 gold coins now. Not bad.
I love it, baby capybara.
Good.
Well, I'm assuming with that, as the innkeeper is there, I'm assuming Atlas and Owen are gonna help me kind of corner him and ask him questions now.
Yes. Yoo-hoo!
boy toys.
What do you
No,
want?
Hmm?
Remember, he's an asshole.
Okay, then mind, yes. Yo-ho, Mr. Man.
Oh no.
What do you
So
want?
just before we figure this out, I want to just ask like a quick meta question. Does
Sure.
does the inn or the tavern is there only like one entrance or exit?
I'm assuming if
There's
this
a
is an
few
inn, there should be
doors,
a back
yeah.
end. Yeah, like there should be a couple entrances and exits with windows and doors.
All right. Well, we definitely want to keep this guy from like running. So I'm suggesting
Well,
that
I'm pretty sure if we just get him behind the counter, he should be stuck.
Probably be stuck, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure we should be okay if we get him behind the corner. The question is just is where'd you kind of want to get him though, Owen? Like where was your idea of kind of cornering him to ask him questions?
I'm
'Cause
thinking now.
I'm assuming we were going to corner him, right?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna.
Don't
Trying
fall
to
asleep
think
on
it
me.
through. Trying to decide like what makes the most sense.
A little bit longer, man. Stay with me. Stay awake with me for a little bit longer.
um. Well, when you think about it, so he's a he's a gnome, right? So
Mm-hmm.
um. I mean, it's not like he is gonna be very likely to, overpower us. So if we just really surround it, well, I don't know if surrounding him would work because he could probably just like slip under your legs.
Bold of you to assume what type of gnome he is.
I didn't even know there was more than one type.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, there are sub races.
Yeah,
I'm a
there are
sub
sub
race.
races, and
I'm no, I'm a rock gnome.
there are sub races of gnome, and there's one in particular that is like stupidly OP.
Oh, you're talking about that one.
They can
Is
cast
that what he is?
non-detection at will. Oh
Is
yeah,
that what he
yeah.
is?
Why
Oh
not?
my.
Why not?
Oh my. Yeah.
Bruh. Certified bro moment.
Oh. See, this is why when I asked you what sub race he was, you wouldn't specify. When you said, "Oh yeah, the innkeeper's a gnome," I said, "Okay, which gnome?"
Just
I
a
plead
gnome.
the fifth.
Just a
I
gnome.
plead the fifth.
So
Freaking high
is
shit
Zarok
moan.
the only one here who can speak gnomish?
Yeah.
Avery.
Okay.
Technically, the
That's
only gnome that can speak other gnome, yeah, or the only living, oh, what, humanoid? Yes. Because technically the donkey can speak any kind of language because it has some sort of detect, or not detect, comprehend language.
the only player who can speak gnomish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that
Yes,
makes
that
sense.
is correct.
So yeah. Would you like me to translate?
Well, I'm just thinking. Um, I mean, we don't want to raise suspicion at first, in case, he starts to run or like put up a fight or something.
Okay.
So, I mean, maybe he'd be, more receptive if you just like talk to him gnome to gnome.
That could be done. I just need you and Atlas to be on guard just in case he tries to book it. You guys can stop him.
I could be in guard. If needs be, I can also be intimidator.
Well, we don't necessarily need to intimidate him yet. We just need to make sure we get answers out of him. And if he doesn't want to give answers, that's when we can kind of change tactics.
I mean, then, I still have a spear with me, and he has two perfectly good legs.
Okay. Is this some sort of kink?
Bruh.
I mean, I just...
Thing is, if I aim any higher than his legs, I risk accidentally just killing him full on. So I need to aim for like his feet, and
You
even
have to
then,
understand.
it's so
I
small.
think your chances of hitting his feet are as likely of your chances of hitting the ground.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he is but a small bean.
Small bean.
So, like I said, all I really need is for you guys to be able to kind of stop him, grab him, pick him up, I don't know, something if you guys to run. But if you guys want me to, I'll more than happily talk to him first.
No, I'm just picturing it like a cartoon where someone just like puts their hand, presses like down on the innkeeper's head, and he like tries to run. He can't move. He's just like running in place.
I can picture Atlas just like kind of picking him with an index and thumb
Yeah, just
as he's like running in the air. Yeah, just running in the air. Let go of me! Let go of me! I'm innocent! Get off me! Yeah, but like I said, what do you guys want? Because I'm pretty sure RE is going to be a bit interested in his new pet for a minute.
Now here's an idea. If we really want to keep him from running, we could just like bait him into a room that only has like one door, and then just block the door.
You know, I just thought of a really good idea.
Uh-oh.
That'll be really, really easy. Atlas, mind going around the back and blocking the door blocking the window that belongs to Fee?
I'm gone.
Oh, and mind blocking the front of the door?
Which door?
The door that Fee's door, Fee's room. But wait until me and him enter, then just block it for us.
Alright.
Alright, now, before that, we need to take Fee into the room. So, hey Fee, mind coming with me? I need your help. As, I would like to go into the room and ask Fee to just tear the room apart.
And she looks at you like really confused.
Okay, I'm gonna go put some scratches, scratch some things, throw some stuff around.
She just kinda. But why though?
To kind of get the innkeeper in here so we can ask him some questions. And then, of course, you're gonna kind of be here to kind of help us, see if he's telling the truth.
She still doesn't understand, but she starts digging her talons into the floor.
Okay. As you kind of dig your tunnel, that should be enough. Like, we don't actually need a lot of it. Just enough to make them, want to come in here. All right. Owen, can you do me a favor and call him in here?
Owen.
What? Sorry, I've got a lot going on right now.
No, you're okay.
I thought you were still talking to the harpy. What did I miss?
Oh, it just flew over your head so quickly. It was just like, gone. I had asked you after having the harpy stab or one of her talons into the floor, apparently, or start digging to the floor. I asked her that like that was enough, and for you to call the innkeeper to come into the room so that we can kind of trap him in here.
Yeah, okay.
As he, okay, so I'm guessing as he comes in, I'm gonna kind of get his attention and go, yeah, our harpy kind of had a little accident. How much is that gonna cost for repairs, or if we need repair, or what? How do you want to handle that part?
Look, I don't have time for this. I have boxes I have to go unpack.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Earlier this morning we met your new girl. What's with her?
Why?
She caused a little issue with us. So I'm like, I don't really want to complain, but at the same time, I wonder what the hell is the situation because you never had her. Like the whole entire time we were here, never saw her once. All of a sudden, appear out of nowhere. What's that all about? Like, you doing charity work or?
She's a new hire. What do I have to explain to you?
Well, I was asking her. She's off the streets. What the hell? She didn't even know what the hell an apple was. What a carrot was.
It,
You're telling me she's a new hire?
yeah.
Okay, give it to me straight. The guy at the port that you told us about.
He
Are
didn't
you
tell you that,
working
the
with?
jeweler did.
Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Yeah. So like the people at the port. Have you heard about that?
Well, yeah.
You working with them?
Oh, wait, you're serious?
Yes. Dead.
No.
Does he react?
No.
Okay. I look at him and go. All right. Well, just wanted to make sure, because from what she said, she has no memories of anything. So it sounds a little weird, man. Even for her, her situation's a little weird. So just making sure you're okay. But yeah, how do you want to deal with this though? Like, do you want to deal with this later or?
Yeah, we can worry about it later. I can add it to your tab for the night or something, and I've got boxes to unpack. I just got back with a bunch of stuff. It's got to go in, storage.
Alrighty. As I kind of just like open the door and start heading back out. I
Owen's in
kind of
front of the
bump
door.
into.
You can't open
Yeah, I
it.
know. I kind of bump into Owen and like, oh hey, thanks for just kind of standing here. We're good. Come on, go back to the table. As I kind of say that a bit louder so Alice could kind of hear me outside the window.
No, I'll move to be in the way. Just ready to grapple if needs be.
I look at it. I look at Owen and kind of send you a message and going, do you want to pry him for answers that he may not even be related to? If we start a misunderstanding here, we're more likely going to get kicked out, or worse, increase the tab or whatever. Fee didn't react when I asked him about the situation. For now, let's just take it that he's being goodwill, and we'll observe it a bit longer. We're going to be in town anyway. Well, that single possibility was kind of our only really main lead. Unless you got a different possibility, you're more than welcome to try. But um, I have nothing else to try to ask him for because that was the main situation. It was just whether he chose to do this out of kindness or out of malice. From what I'm understanding, there is no malice yet. There's only kindness from what he's trying to give.
Weird, uncharacteristic kindness, but kindness nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. So unless you want to doubt him on that kindness, I'm like I said, I don't have anything else to ask him. You're more than welcome to ask him now.
doing? Hey, you know there are people on the other end of that. They can hear you chewing on that. Little flat-faced alien.
Hi everyone. I think I may have to dip a little early, just as it's starting to get a bit later, and I was up at about 4:30 this morning.
Yikes. Okay, well,
It's
thanks for playing. Session's almost over anyway, so.
Just to sleep. Yeah, we're almost over.
alright. Well, thank you all. I will be back next session, and please keep me up to date.
Yeah. And take care of
Alright,
Kronos.
will do. I'll make sure he's
Please roll a
okay.
new character. You died. No kidding.
But I wasn't gone. I just had a muted.
Happy birthday. You died. No.
That checks. I had that happen before.
Oh my gosh. Uh,
Yeah, it was.
so the innkeeper, he was on his way out the door and he turns back to face Owen and he just kind of looks at him like, "Really, dude? Like, I don't really understand why I'm being attacked right now over a new hire. Is it that outlandish that I need help around here? You've been here for over a week now. You've seen how short-staffed we are." Didn't seem like it was any of my business. And I don't exactly have to pay her in paper. Coins in a bag aren't exactly something I have to sign over to anybody with a name. She didn't seem like she wanted to give me any information, so I didn't pry. She obviously needed help. She came in here dirty as hell.
Is the harpy reacting to any of this?
No, she's just watching all of this, very curious. Oh, is that her name? I'm glad she told you. I couldn't get a thing out of her. Picked? What do you mean? Actually, don't answer that. That's not my business. Yeah, yeah, I know. She doesn't seem to know anything. Honestly, it's more of a hassle for me to have her here than it would be just to tell her to be on her way. But she's just a kid. I'm not comfortable with sending a kid out in a place like this. Look, I don't know where the sudden interrogation came from or what she even told you, but she's here because I'm helping her, and it's not exactly helping me to have her here. So, have you considered that? I mean, if you met her, you must know how, like, airheaded she is. Yeah, after the same thing. So much so that you would accuse me of doing something as nefarious as trafficking her? No. First of all, if I was in the trafficking business, she wouldn't even be here. She'd be wherever she was being trafficked to. Another thing you yet didn't think about. Well, yeah. Can you think of any time you've started a new job and haven't been overwhelmed? Nothing I can do about that. She's just gonna have to learn how it is. Yeah, I just. To be perfectly honest, I don't even like having her here, but she doesn't have anywhere else to go. And this place is too rough for kids with no place to go. And with that, he puts a really blank expression on his face and then heads back downstairs, brushing past you on his way. Yeah, so what now?
Well, if Atlas is not here, I don't want to do too much without him, so maybe we should just call it a day. Oh, there goes Irie.
Okay, well, it's only about 10 minutes early anyhow. Zorak, you have anything
Yeah.
you want to do before session ends?
Uh, well, originally we were gonna head to the shop, to the market, but we can do that next time with the group. Hopefully with the group next time. So
I'm sure everybody has some stuff they want to spend their money on now that you guys have been out and adventuring.
I'm trying to think. Was there anyone who technically was in our party currently who doesn't have any money?
Nicholas? Maybe
Well,
foolproof?
technically he was there with us for the frog bounty. So he does have that.
I don't know if he added it to his inventory though. I don't know if foolproof added money to his
Foolproof wasn't with
inventory.
us for any of those. That's what I have to worry about now. But yeah, no, for the most part, I'm good.
Okay. Well, thanks for playing. You guys have a good day.
Yeah,
Alright,
that was
yeah.
a fun